What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Rob's Gaming Table. Today on the table we have Dead of Winter Warring Colonies, the new expansion for Dead of Winter, to mainly be used with both the core set for Dead of Winter and the Dead of Winter Long Night standalone expansion. We are playing with the Warring Colonies variant from this expansion. There are other stuff in this game that you can just mix with one of the core sets or the other and kind of spice the game up, but we're doing it full out Warring Colonies expansion here. 4 players, 2-on-2. Myself, Rob, Murillo are playing off against the Dead of Winter regular colony. We're in the Long Night colony here. They're Melanie here and Kyle. They are taking on the other colony, and we're going to battle it out here for these locations in the middle and try to complete our mission. So we are not playing with the Lone Wolf variant in here. We will do a video in the future that involves the Lone Wolf variant. So if you're wondering about the Lone Wolf variant, you won't find anything about that here in this video. We'll make one in the future for that. You need an uneven amount of players and be playing this Warring Colony variant to do it. The basic overview is the Lone Wolf has his own separate location board. He will get his own mission cards, his own secret objective, and he's trying to complete missions over and over again, and eventually by the end of the game, complete his secret objective. He has his own characters. He actually gets 3 instead of 2 to start, like we would. And he's doing his own thing out in the wild, outside of our colonies, screwing around. That's what I think the idea is. But like I said, stay tuned for a future video. Make sure you subscribe and stay tuned to the channel for that. If you want to see an unboxing of this expansion, I've already posted that on the channel. You'll see that in a playlist, so you can get an overview of what's actually in the box if you want to see the characters all up close. But in this version, we've actually, they ask you to shuffle the characters in with the characters from the other game and remove a few of them that have abilities that conflict with this Warring Colonies variant. The other things to note with the Warring Colonies variant is there is no betrayers, no betrayal objectives. So it's just our colony versus their colony, and the mission we have, or the objective we have, which both of us are trying to do, it's divide and conquer. We picked the short one from the set, and it has the setup. Morale starts at 5, so that is morale at our colony and their colony. The round track is at 4, so we're only going to do 4 rounds here. We add 1 barricade to each non-colony location. You can see the non-colony locations in the middle. It's the same from, you're actually using the boards from the Long Night expansion. So from obviously the police station all the way up to the gas station, 1 through 6. No bandits, no racks on expansions or anything are mixed in here. We add 12 zombies to each colony. So there's 12 zombies at the entrances of each colony, 2 at each entrance. You add 3 bullet tokens to each colony supply. So we're playing with the 3 bullet tokens. Bullet tokens are their own little currency in this game. They're used during combat or when you're moving to a full location to scare other people away from the opposing colony to get them sent back to their colony. You have to spend bullet tokens to show them who's boss. The victory condition, very important here. Control the most non-colony locations when the round marker moves to 0. So these are our non-colony 6 locations. We have to control the most. How you control the most? Control equals there are more friendly survivors than enemy survivors at a location. In a tie, neither colony completes the main objective. So more friendly, so at 3 spots, 4, 3, 4, and 2. So somewhere uneven, but I guess there could be a tie, you know, if you have a tie of characters there or whatever. Or the other colony's morale hits 0, then you automatically win. So if they're not keeping their colony clean, they're not feeding their people, crossroad cards are happening and screwing them around.
If they're dying.
If they're dying. Yes, every time a survivor dies, helpless or regular survivors like the ones we control, they're going down to 0. Side note, Murillo, this is his first time playing any Dead of Winter game, so he's going to come at it from the new player's perspective and give us little thoughts at the end, see what he says. Kyle's played Dead of Winter but a long time ago, and Mel and I basically the last weekend that just passed have played Dead of Winter a few times with groups of 3 and 5. We also played some Dead of Winter Long Night 2-player version with co-op to try that out, just to make sure we got a refresh on what's going on in all the versions. So that is that for the main objective. We already got our secret objectives, so we'll reveal those at the end of the game. We don't want to let anyone know what's going on. You do not let each other know on the same colony. Nothing. It's your own objective. So you may look a little shady to your friends by trying to complete your main objective, which may go against, or sorry, when you're trying to complete your private objective, secret objective, it may go against what the main objective is. And remember, the main objective is have the most non-colony locations under your control. I'll check that out in a bit. So we got our 5 item cards to start, or 4 item 5? 5 starting item cards. So they consist, these are the starting item cards from the Long Night game. So if you already know those, you know what these are. So we're going to have things like medicine, junk, gas, and food, I believe are the 4 things. And they have abilities on them, and the ability tells you where it's going to go. So just so you know, Merlot, when you're playing an event, so I'll just show you this food, for example. So you can food 1 or trade, doesn't matter in this game, forget the trade part. So food 1, you can spend it. If you play it, it goes to the waste pile in your colony. That's the waste pile there. And you would add 1 food token to your food supply, and that helps feed your guys. So we have 4 guys in the colony right now. That will cost 2 food at the end of the round to feed them. If you have any less, you get a starvation token, and your morale goes down by 1.
Okay.
So, and it tells you where they're from. So at the bottom it says starter item, but the ones in these decks will either say random item, or will tell you which location it came from. That might matter for your secret objective. Yeah.
And we added 5 random items to each deck, making them a little bit bigger.
Yes, yes, random item cards. They come in the Warring Colonies expansion. There's 43 random item cards. You pick 25, break them up into 5s, shuffle them randomly into each deck to kind of make them a little fatter, kind of stick some random stuff in there, screw around a little bit with the ratios. So, for example, Merlot here, the police station, the most thing you'll find in this deck usually is guns, then gas, then tools, then medicine, then survivors. So it shows you, like, so if you're trying to hunt down a specific thing, you want medicine, best bet is at the hospital. You want gas, obviously the gas station. Weapons at the police station. Food at the school or food at the grocery store. Grocery store actually has higher food cards. Some of them say like food 2 and food 3. So you'll actually get 3 food or whatever if you play those food 3 cards and only have 1 waste for it. So it's a little more efficient.
Okay.
Library has some books in there, like books that you can equip to your guys to teach them things. Has plans in there, so it has the plans for the library, hospital, gas station, police station, grocery store are in the library. They will help you search an extra card and take an extra card every time you search. So it's like you knew the building better, you knew where to find things. The school's blueprints are actually only in the school, so the rest are in the library. So searching the library to start, it's not a bad call if you're looking for those blueprints. Really maximize your searching at other locations. But you can mainly look on here, and then like she said, 5 random item cards are shuffled in there. I don't even know what they are. I didn't really look at them too much. I saw there was coffee, a rope. I don't even know what they do. We'll find out. So it'll be fun. It'll be fun. There's some unknown here. So the survivors, we took the survivors from both games. We took out a few. It recommended take out a few of them that I guess have abilities that don't work, and we shuffled in the 15 new ones, and they're mixed in. Some of them may be in play right now, some may not. I don't.
Yeah,
remember.
you got one.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
She just looks new.
Yeah.
Oh, you do. No, you don't.
What?
She's got a moon, right?
Yeah, the moon.
That's Long Night.
Yeah,
the
it's a
3
bullet.
bullets are the Warring Colonies.
I never saw any of those.
No, I didn't either.
So that's okay. They're in the deck, so we'll find survivors in here.
I got one.
So there's little 3 bullets in the bottom.
It is.
So we do have a new one, George Coleman. He's the economist, and he attacks at 5 or higher, searches at 4 or higher. He has an anywhere ability. If George is your group leader, whenever you play a card from your hand to the waste pile, roll a die. If you roll a 6, the card gets returned to your hand after resolving its effect. And then who's your other guy? I'll actually just
No, he's not.
read him out. So then your other guy is Harmon Brooks. He's the park ranger. Looks like he's from the original Dead of Winter. Anywhere if Harmon would receive a frostbite wound, he receives a regular wound instead. I am playing with Nadia Rivers. She's a politician. She is from Long Night. Anywhere during a player's turns phase, after action dice are rolled, roll a die. All players at our colony only may change 1 die in their unused dice pool to that result. If Nadia has been exiled, only the player that controls Nadia may change their die. And then I have Arthur Thurston. He's a principal, so obviously he has a school ability. While he's at the school, once per round when performing a search at the school, I may look at and keep an additional card.
Lucky, lucky.
What do you got, Mel? Who are you playing with?
I have Janet Taylor. She's a nurse. And at the hospital, once per round when performing a search at the hospital, you may look at and keep 1 additional card. And Rod Miller is a truck driver. Anywhere when moving Rod, do not roll for exposure.
What do you got, Kyle?
Lily May. Once per round, you may place an explosive trap token on any empty entrance space at Lily's current location, and Hugo Valentine. Anywhere. When moving Hugo, all results on the exposure die count as blanks, except for the bitten symbol.
Wow, so you have a 1 in 12 chance of dying, but other than that, you shouldn't really be taking any damage.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Except from overruns. I guess overrun would kill you. Alright, so this is our first time playing Warring Colonies, just so you know. We're going to learn it as we play. Like I said, a few of us here know Dead of Winter. We read over the rules a couple times. We got it all set up here. So we've set up the game already. We've picked our survivors. We got our secret objectives. We got our items. And yeah, we'll deal with combat when we get there. So if you want to learn how combat works, we'll get to that later. But there are a few different steps during the colony phase and a few less actions in this game. And so we'll go through those when we get to those points. All right.
So first we're going to reveal Crisis.
So reveal the common crisis here. So this is for both of us. It's empathy. So this is the other thing too. I didn't include any crisis cards from the other games. We're only playing with the crisis deck from Warring Colonies, just so we can see more of it. I didn't do just the survivors because there's only 15, and I'm worried that between us starting with 8 of them and some dying and us getting new ones, we may not have enough survivors to play, and I didn't want to be searching for survivors from another box during the game. So I did what the instructions said and followed all of them. But the crisis cards and Crossroads cards are specifically only from Warring Colonies. And this here is our combat track. We'll deal with that later if you guys are curious of what that was. And we have our graveyard here from Long Night. This is just where dead survivors go and their cards go. So if there's anything on a Crossroads card that references who's in the dead, we know who's there because we'll see it on the board. So this is interesting. Empathy actually can use a mix of anything times the number of players. So there's 4 of us playing, so we need any mix. So there are symbols on your item cards that show the symbol of what they are, whether they're food, medicine, gas, weapons, knowledge, or whatever that book stands for, and then tools. So any number, anything, it's very open. But if you fail this, if we do not, at the end of the round, when all 4 of us are finished going, and turn order works a little different, we'll get to that. If you fail, the colony with higher morale loses 2 morale. If morale is equal, both colonies lose 1 morale. There's also an optional. If you add 2 additional cards, you gain 1 morale for each colony. So it's like, we all came together there in like a little truce. Oh, we're like, hey buddy, we know it sucks out here. It's cold, there's zombies. We're all human here. Let's for 1 round, we'll just work together. All right. So that'll stay there.
You probably want to put it separate, right? Because we're going to put the things on top or underneath.
Yeah, we'll just put it beside it, whatever.
Okay. Okay, next step is roll action die.
So we just have to unique of those? Or
No,
like,
just any mix.
One. Doesn't matter. Any.
all of us can have food?
Yep.
And yeah, it could be 4 guns.
Yep, doesn't matter.
Done.
And where are we putting these?
Just right
Just
beside.
beside it.
Oh,
In a pile
we're
face up.
basically getting rid of them.
Yes,
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
gone. They're out of the game.
Yeah, but we cannot lose 2 morale or 1.
So technically we all should, between us, be able to handle this no problem.
For sure.
We all have a hand of 5 cards to start. But during your turns, all of a sudden you're burning stuff to like kill zombies, to feed yourself, to use medicine, whatever.
And as the rounds go on.
And what time do I place the card over there?
During the actions. So
Okay.
as you can see here, we're going to do Reveal Crisis. We're going to roll our action dice right now. So let's just do that. So roll your dice and take what you got and put it in your unused action die. Don't change any of the values. Then I'm going to use Naughty River's ability during the player turns phase, which is right now. After we roll action dice, I'm going to roll a die. It's a 3. If you would like to change any of your die, one of your die to a 3, you can. I am definitely going to change my 1 here to a 3.
Can I do that?
No.
You said we're playing together.
No.
Empathy.
Just for the crisis. We're going to work together on the crisis.
Alright, fine.
But we do what we want in our little home, right?
That's
So
fine.
leave us
Let
alone.
them increase their die.
All right.
That's fine.
So then that's that. So we have our action dice. So these are the dice you can work with. Remember your abilities. You need the equal to or higher than numbers to do the search or attack with your characters. So you don't need any dice for that ability, and that guy's ability doesn't need any dice, nothing, right? Yeah, mine don't either.
Just his needs.
Just Kyle needs some?
Yeah,
Okay.
6.
But in general, you just need to worry about them for this.
That one.
Oh, this one.
And then on your actions here that use a dice, so attack, obviously use the number on your character, so if they're at the spot. Search, same thing. But barricade. Barricade is this, what she just did here. Put these out, 1 on each spot.
Yep.
Any number of die. So it can be a 6, it can be a 1, it can be a 3, whatever. It's just you move 1 from here, boom, you build a barricade. But you have to have a friendly survivor, one of your 2 guys, at that location to do it. And then clean waste. So that, what I explained before is we can clean 3 waste cards. That's it that costs die. That's it. That's all you're spending these dice on to do one of those 4 actions. But during the actions, you can also do things like playing cards, adding to the crisis, spending food tokens, requesting, and handoff. They removed attacking other survivors from this game, just so you guys know. There is no attacking a survivor, attracting zombies, moving survivors, or voting to exile are no longer actions. Moving a survivor happens in a separate phase now. So we're going to go to player turns. So on to player turns, happens a little different here. We're going to draw the crossroads. So...
don't we have to do the leader thing though
yeah,
first?
that's what I was looking for here. So the new round order. Reveal the top card of the crisis. We did that. And it says player turns. Oh, setup is probably part of setup.
Yeah.
I'm stupid. Alright, yeah, 15. So the player whose group leader has the highest influence value among all the leaders in their colony receives their colony's leader token and will take the first turn of the game. So the leader token is the knife from your set. So I have a 75 as my influence on my group leader. You have 72. I will be the first player.
Kyle's the first player on our team with 45.
Cool. And he's threatening me with a knife going across his neck there. Dial 911. Wait, this is recorded and posted later. It's too late. Wait, how did I upload it? I don't even know. Alright, Kyle's threatening people over there. Anyways, okay.
Okay, so that makes
So
sense.
first we draw a crossroads card. So the teammate to the right of each active player draws a crossroad card for that player. So 2 crossroads cards will be drawn, one for each player taking a turn. So you will draw a crossroads card. So we'll do one for example here just to show. So at the top of a crossroads card, so there's the title. You'll start with that, coming to life. But this is the only part you need to read right now is just the italicized first line or two there. So this one says, if the player, which always means the active player taking the turn, not you reading the card. If the player kills a zombie with a survivor that has 37 or less influence, this triggers. But you're holding this till the end of the turn. So we could just reveal it at the end of the turn and we'll talk it out and figure out how it goes. But you're just keep this secret to yourself and pay attention. But in a regular game of Dead of Winter, you would be watching this and be like watching the player do their turn. And as soon as they do it, you then slap it down and be like, wow, this is happening. Oh my God, vote or do some crazy thing. This one has an only option, so one thing is going to happen here. And it tells you a little story. So it's like cool stuff like from Walking Dead or whatever, some random thing. A guy will wander by or some baby's now in the colony and it needs food, but you have no food. What do you vote to do? Send the mother out to get food or hunt for food or whatever, that kind of thing. And then if this happens, that happens. It's just like playing any of those like Fallout or Mass Effect and stuff where you get choices to pick and then different things happen. And this is like kind of on a smaller scale, but that kind of stuff. All right, so we'll put this at the bottom of the deck if you don't mind. So that's what we're gonna do for crossroad cards. So you draw one and you draw one. So there's Mel. So you guys look at those and we're gonna pay attention because you need to know if that happens during the turn too. So just keep in mind if it happens or not. But we'll do it at the end of the player turns here. Or yeah, end of the player turns. So you draw your crossroad cards, you move your survivors. Moving happens a little differently too. And then you do your simultaneous actions. Then you resolve crossroads cards. So we drew them. If a crossroad cards trigger, do not stop play. Resolve crossroad cards will now happen at the end of players' turns. Alright, so we're going to move survivors. And movement is resolved, taking turns. So the colony with less morale, we're tied right now. So we're going to roll a die.
Roll a die.
Little face off here. I got a 1. Whoop, you got a 1.
Roll
Okay.
again.
2. This is very awkward.
Oh.
6 and 6.
No way.
This is messed up. Very messed up. 2 and 6. Okay. So Kyle won. Put that in your little.
That was dramatic.
That was weird. Very weird. It's got on tape though. That's pretty cool. Tape. Anyways. Okay. So you got a higher morale. Let's say based on that. So we have the lower morale. Then we have the lower dice roll.
Yeah. So you'll go first.
So we'll go first. So I get to move one of my friendlies. And how this works is I move one, he moves one, I move one, he moves one. But you can pass. But once you do pass, your turn of moving is over. And the other guy just continues his moves till he's done. Okay, right now we only have 2 survivors. This should be very quick and easy. So let's see here. I am going to move this guy to the school. Surprise, the principal's going to the school. I'm going to roll the exposure die. And nothing happened, so a big blank there, which, thank you. And now your turn.
Move Hugo to Let's go to the police station.
Okay, roll.
And roll. And
Nothing.
Nothing.
All right.
Wait, moved didn't count anything, right?
No. You're just in the move actions right now. So now he's moving.
Do I care about these guys?
No.
I don't. Okay.
I see where taking turns and moving can be strategic, because I'm able to leave my colony empty, minus those two guys. But on his turn, when he's moving, he could move out. Then the other player could just move over here to an entrance, and then now they're there and they're causing trouble.
Right. So maybe we do care. I forgot about that.
So whatever, we're learning this. I apologize, people watching this 6 months down the road after you played Warring Colonies 18 times. You're like,
flip to our better videos.
who are these noobs? They don't know what they're doing. Poor strategic decisions. We're just learning the game. We're experimenting here. We're trying to get this up as soon as possible. The game comes out tomorrow, actually, of the filming of this video. Hopefully I'll have it up as fast as possible. So if you're interested in grabbing it from your local game store, you can do so. And you get to watch how it plays here. All right, so I'm going to move to the library with...
Should I move?
With Nadia.
Should I stay there?
Blank, big blank. We're good, we're good.
Right?
Yeah, but she's the explosive one. I got it.
50-50 chance on this die is blank.
Explosives here is good.
And
Yeah,
then the
that's
rest
what
are
I'm thinking.
bites and frostbites. And then,
I have to move.
damage and frostbite. And then
This is all
that's
colonies.
your guy's
It's all
dead
one
instantly.
spot.
1 in
But
12.
does it say,
And your
it's
guy just
anywhere.
dies.
Okay.
And then it could
Well, it
spread
says
to kill others.
anywhere at her current location.
Yeah, that's your
Yeah.
current location. This is.
But then when does it go off?
Alright,
I'll read it in a second.
Kyle,
No,
your
when
movement.
just explosives. When does it go off?
As soon as you go play zombies.
Yeah, so if I put an explosive here.
When we go to but you put
Down
it.
here at step
Oh,
number
yeah,
6.
so then
Yeah.
as soon as. Okay, so
Yeah,
then.
yeah.
So now.
No dice yet. So now you've chosen that you're gonna keep her there, right?
Yes.
Yes. So.
She's
So
going
you
to-
pass.
So I pass,
I pass.
or you pass, then I pass. We're done movement. Okay, remember you can move to the enemy colony in this, and you can move to a full location. So that's different with the game, is you can go to the enemy colony, you just go to one of the entrance spaces, unless they're full. Obviously you can't go there. Well, I guess you could, but moving to a
Oh, I
full...
could have searched, right?
No, not yet.
No, yeah, we'll
This
go to
is
actions
just
in a
the
minute.
move.
This is just moving.
A little
Yeah, I
different
got it,
than.
now I got
So I do want to highlight here on the first moving. So moving to an enemy colony, place a moving survivor on any empty zombie entrance space around the enemy colony. Survivors of the enemy colony may use their movement to move from one entrance to another, but they must roll for exposure as normal. Then you can move to a full location. This is interesting. So if one of these locations were full, you can go there and you can move one of your survivors, friendly survivors, back to home base, or move an enemy survivor by spending a bullet token back to their home base, but it cannot be a survivor that the active player controls. So you can't move somebody that they're in the middle of moving, and you can spend 2 bullets to move someone who has a gun equipped of the enemies. And that's different from moving. Okay. So next, we're on to simultaneous actions. So this is different here too. So there's a little bit of a time element to this. We actually have a 2-minute sand timer here. How this works is, after both active players have moved their survivors, they simultaneously complete all of their actions they want to take for their turns. The first player to finish taking her actions, flips the 2-minute sand timer. The other player now has 2 minutes to complete all the remaining actions they want to take for their turn. Any actions not completed by the end of the turn are lost. No simultaneous actions should conflict if both players are performing searches with the survivor at the same location. Each player simply grabs the card that is on top of the deck at any time. At the time they're performing the search action or making noise. Keep in mind, when making noise, you can only place 1 noise token per search action in this version. You can't just like load it up and do 4 of them. And noise tokens, when we go to place zombies, you take a noise token off, you roll a die on a 3 or less, I believe. It's 50-50, whatever we'll pick, and then you put a zombie at the location. So making noise has a 50-50 chance of bringing another zombie to that location. All right, and if someone gets bit, you just lay them down. You don't do anything else with them till the end of the round. Then we'll deal with the bite and solve it as normal at the end of the player turns, I guess. Okay. Yeah. At the end of the simultaneous action steps, you resolve the bites. Okay. And then after we've done our actions, we'll resolve cards. So like I said, the actions are simpler. All there is play a card from your hand. They all have the text on them. Add a card to the crisis. That's something you can just do without spending. Spend food tokens. So spending a food token to raise a value on 1 die by 1. and request a card from anybody and hand off equipment from one survivor to another as long as they're at the same location. And of course, you can spend die to do actions, which are attacking a zombie only, not survivors. You can search, you can put a barricade, or clean waste. Okay?
And then we have to do this too during our
Yep.
turn, right?
That's one of the actions listed on your card in front of you, son.
Yep.
What?
The one's
just
not.
play a
Yeah,
card.
yeah. That's playing a card, yeah.
To the crisis. It's number 2 on that list. Add a card to the crisis. Alright.
So now you
Let's
guys
go.
are going at the same time, so go ahead, start your actions.
Well, I
Are
should
you-
probably do this, right?
Yep, I'll face up.
So I'm going to spend a 2 die here. No, don't start yet until one of us is finished.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay?
we'll put it here like...
You're going at the same time as him, so
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
oh.
So then,
Are you gonna
Okay,
do the 6?
spend a die to search at the
For her?
school.
Mm-hmm.
yes.
Okay, so you're gonna
So
use
he's
the
got
6.
ability to get me 2 cards.
Put an explosive
Also,
barricade here.
Doesn't matter, sure.
Okay.
I'm just going to spend the 1. I think I'm going to put a barricade here.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use the 4 because she's 2+ to
He.
search.
It's a he.
He.
I
Sounds good.
will play... play this card here. 3 outsiders.
Did you get 2?
2 helpless, and add the top card of the survivor deck to your following and place a matching standee in the colony. Add 2 helpless survivor tokens to the colony.
Helpless, and you got an in.
So we have 2 helpless here to feed. Oops, those are helpless. Those are pissed off ones.
I think I'm going to do this again.
Oh,
You're
Nana.
making
I
a
can
noise?
play this right now, right? This goes to waste.
Yep, do whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, so it says
Start finding-
take 2 dice, roll them, and add them to my unused action. So I get 2 4s. So that means
Why'd you get only 1 card?
What?
Why'd you get only 1 person?
so I can search
Because I
again,
played
right?
this.
Wait, every
Well,
time
what
I
is it
search
that you
it, oh, I
played?
should add noise, right?
Nope. You only if you keep digging. So
If
play
you get to
copy.
look at a second card, but you keep one of the 2. Put the other one on the bottom of the deck. So you
Wow.
can spend that to look at 2 cards instead of 1.
That's pretty amazing.
But so I did 1 search.
Yeah,
Right.
you can search again
On
if you
that
have.
search action, you could then also, on top of that,
No,
spend a
No,
noise
you
to look
can't-
at 2.
Yeah,
yeah, so that's done. I've searched. I've used the card. Am I allowed to search again?
you are. You
Yeah,
have dice.
as long as you have dice to spend for it.
Yeah.
And the characters with the proper
this,
values.
This got me 2 cards.
2 dice. Yeah.
So
So
then,
go ahead.
Whoa.
yeah.
Coffee's
was-
pretty good.
For to when?
It just says.
Just add it to
It
your
says-
unused, which means I should be able to use them now.
Roll 2
right?
action dice and add them to your unused action dice pool. Oh yeah, but then the next turn when you
Yeah, when you
pick your new
recalculate,
dice,
you
you'll
won't have
lose
them
them
anymore.
probably.
Yeah, I'll lose them, but
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
use them now.
That's awesome.
So if I search now as like a separate thing, does that count as noise
No,
or no?
that's
no,
a
'cause
separate
it's a
action.
totally
Yep.
separate search, right?
Yep.
Creating noise is part of a search action if you choose to do it.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay. And then
And you have one more to do something
what can
else.
she do? Nothing.
She could attack, but you're
Okay,
at risk. But there's no.
Jumping cards.
Do you have any food that you want to contribute to here? I can.
Oh,
I'll
Yeah,
do this to get
I
a
can
food.
put-
Can I pass me a food?
what do I do? I just pass the food.
You
the
put in
there?
food in the waste, and then we add the token.
So 1 food
Oh.
supply there.
Okay, just add 1 token.
Add one. Yep.
Should I do more?
Hey, make sure you add a card on your turn.
No, because I'm gonna move out, so that's fine.
Yep.
Okay, and then
And you have one more 4. What do you want to do
can
with
I
that?
do another search?
Yep.
Does that count as noise, or it's a totally
Nope, no,
separate?
totally
thing?
separate.
Okay.
You can search with all your dice if you wanted to.
Pass me another food.
No food.
Okay, that's it.
Flip the timer.
There you go. No, he's done too. Oh,
No,
you're not done.
You flip it if you're
Oh,
done.
yeah.
Sorry.
And I have 2 minutes to finish my actions. So I will. She's a 4 higher. She can search, which I will do. Cool. Okay, and then I have a 3 die left. I can search again with this guy and take an additional, which I will do. Ooh. Let's do it. Give me another survivor. And another helpless survivor. Out of the colony. So now food at the colony we need is, right now where it stands, is 1 food to feed these 2, 1 for these 2, and 1 for these 2. And then another 1 because it's rounded up. So we need like 4 food here at the end of the round.
Okay.
And it sucks because movement's already happened, so I'm taking these survivors, I'm adding them now, and I can't move them out. So in the regular game, I'd get them out, and they wouldn't hurt us right now, but they are going to hurt us. 6. I have this comic book, the Ashes comic book from the new set here, a random item. I'm going to equip it to somebody at the beginning of each round, roll 1 additional action die. Let's attach this to my leader, Nadia Rivers here.
Hurry up.
I'm good, man. If it ends, it ends. I'm just looking. I'm not going to rush. I'll take my time here. So I spent all my action dice. Do I want to play any of my other cards? I'm doing this to help you too, just walking through my turn here.
Yeah.
Just grabbing everything. Okay. Yeah, nothing else to do.
So we need one food can for each 2 players we have
Yes.
in the colony. Okay.
Here's just some food and helplesses on your side, just so you don't have to ask every time.
Sweet, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so I assume we do all this like we don't go through. We do the player turn thing. Oh, player turns, yeah. Then we would go rotate, do that all, then move to the calling phase. Like you guys get to go first.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, I was a little worried there. Okay, cool. So that's it there. So Crossroads, did it happen? Did my Crossroads card trigger off?
No.
No,
Did mine?
no.
Come on.
You had to be with another survivor.
Why didn't you tell me that?
Because I can't tell you.
Yeah, it's secret.
At a non-colony location.
Oh, okay.
This
So it could have been with them.
so this does happen. So the Enforcer. If the Enforcer is in the Survivor deck, so none of us have a guy named the
Oh,
Enforcer.
yeah.
No.
Okay, so he's still in there. And the player, me, controls 1 or more survivors at a non-colony location. So I did. So I have 2 that aren't there, so whatever. So this is the Enforcer. So I'll just throw that one on the bottom. That one didn't happen. So here we go. The Enforcer. The men have you backed into an alley. Stinging blood runs into your eyes, and you realize you won't survive this encounter. But before you can beg for your life, you hear someone call out, "Desist, evildoer. This citizen is under the protection of the Enforcer." At the opening of the alley, you see a young man in what is clearly a homemade superhero costume. This would-be hero takes on all three of your attackers in combat. He surprisingly holds his own for a time, but is eventually overwhelmed by the numbers. Option 1. So this is options means the active player, myself, would choose which option happens. If it was a vote, thumbs up or thumbs down, we would vote whether we want which option to happen. Okay, option 1, help the man. Choose a survivor you control at a non-colony location, roll 4 dice. For every result 2 or lower, add 1 wound to the chosen survivor. Search the survivor deck for the Enforcer and add him to your following. Option 2, you take the opportunity to run. Search the survivor deck for the Enforcer and remove him from the game.
Well, either way, we're finding him, so whatever you choose.
Yes, for the interest of fun. I'm going to help the man. Choose the survivor you control at non-colony location. I roll 4 dice for every result of 2 or lower. So 30%-ish chance on, 33% chance on each die. Add 1 wound to the chosen survivor. Principal guy here. I roll 4 die. And he takes 1 wound.
And there's your Enforcer. Oh, he's only a little guy.
I'm down. He's got a superhero.
Whoa. It's a pretty good ability. Dang it.
Alright, so at the non-colony, I can spend a die 4 or higher to kill 3 zombies at the Enforcer's location. I don't roll for exposure, but I add 2 noise tokens to the location. And then optional, I can announce to the other players a snappy one-liner that the Enforcer shouts as he handily executes the zombies. Great. Yeah, he's a vigilante. He's got 8 influence only, so he's going to die pretty easily. He has 1 attack and 6+ I can search. So he's barely ever searching, but he's a great fighter.
That is crazy.
So just like that, I have 5 people in my phone. Yeah! Go boy!
You're cheating so bad.
Yeah, but now I don't know how I'm going to feed them, so we're definitely losing the morale. But hopefully next turn I can use them all to hunt for food. I hope.
feed them
Okay,
all?
throw that Enforcer on the bottom of the deck.
Alright.
Okay,
So now we switch
so
sides.
now I draw a Crossroads card for you. You draw one for her. Okay.
And we go. Moves. Right?
Then, yeah, you move. So the least morale, we're still tied. So both you roll a die and see who has the least morale for breaking tie purposes here. So it's
You
us
do.
again. So you get first move with your friendly survivors that you control. And remember, you will, if you do move to any location, you will be rolling for exposure, unless your guys have some abilities or something crazy.
Okay.
Can I see the book?
Which one? The new one?
I'm gonna use Harmon Brooks to the gas station.
Going to the gas station. Alright. So roll for exposure, see if he takes a frostbite. Just the regular damage. So if you can... Oh yeah, I didn't get a damage token for my dude either.
Oh, sorry.
For my principal. And yeah, just put that on him with the red side up. So 3 damage kills a guy. Just so you know. Unless they have an ability that says otherwise.
Okay. I'm going to move Rod. He does not roll for exposure when moving to the grocery store.
Nice. He's a trucker wearing his winter garb. Alright, do you have a move with your other guy?
Are you playing the...
Oh, he doesn't have to roll that.
Oh,
when he when he moves. No.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's
he
his
doesn't
ability.
even roll them at all. It's,
Yeah,
it's
I'm gonna
crazy.
use this guy again. This George. To, I think, the hospital.
Nothing. Alright, you're good. There's no really bad luck yet.
And Janet is also going to the hospital since she's a nurse. And she
Takes the
takes
damage.
on the way.
Alright. So now onto the simultaneous actions business. I'll just put this here in the middle. So you guys can flip it when whoever's done first. So there's your action options. Remember, dice need to be spent for this. Equal the values of this except for barricade and cleaning waste. And those are ones that don't require anything. And do not forget about our joint crisis guys that still need 2 more items of any type.
Okay. Then we're going now?
Yeah, just start. Go.
I'm going to add that to that.
Okay, what are you doing, Brillo?
I'm gonna search.
Spending
I'm
a
gonna
6 for who? Who's searching?
Put this in
Uh,
here
George.
to re-roll
Okay.
one of my action die.
You search on the hospital, you take a card.
And I re-rolled it to a 2.
And now if you want, you can spend a noise, which is to look at
She's
an extra
gonna
card, and then you pick one of those 2 and
search.
keep it. But it risks
At the
making more
hospital, I
zombies,
get to
so it's your call.
Look
Just
at
letting
keep
you
an
know.
additional. So I get 2.
I'm gonna use a 3 to search on the gas station. Okay.
I'm going to do that one more time. 3. Okay. So he is going to use that 3 and he's going to search at the grocery store.
I'm gonna place a card in
Okay.
the pile.
So are we 4 in there at least?
Yes, we're good. 4. And
I'm going to...
so if I roll a 6, which I did,
No, you do it if you're
What's
playing
the-
a card to here. Like
so,
if,
so I'm
if
gonna,
you're making more food,
yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
yeah, every time you play a
You're
card to
okay,
here,
'cause
or
it's
even
not
if I
me
play a
and
card
you.
to here, actually, because he's your leader, right?
That will blow
Yes,
up
he is.
those.
But anytime you play a card. Yeah, yeah, it's just you.
You're
Yeah,
good.
so
It's
I'm
zombies,
gonna
'cause you're
Yep.
only
place a
gonna
card
add
here.
Yep, roll that.
1.
If it's 6, goes back to your hand, and you get the effect. No.
Um,
So food.
Food. Okay.
Okay.
So do you think I should?
this is...
So right now, food here,
Gonna add
we have
barricade.
3 and 3, so we need 6 food total at the end of the round. If not, we get a starvation token, we lose a morale.
We need 6 or 3.
6. Oh, 3, sorry,
Yeah,
3.
yeah.
You're right, 3, sorry.
Okay, so we're good.
6 survivors, we need 3 food,
Okay,
yes.
so I'm gonna do another search with.
Well, it can only be, this guy needs a 4. Oh, it is
Can
a
be
4.
both,
Oh, okay,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay,
What do you think?
I'm done.
Look what's here. So you're done, you
Yeah.
have 2 minutes, whatever.
Yeah.
So if we're looking for gas or weapons,
Oops, sorry.
those are most common. But remember, there's random items in both.
Mhm.
And where's your other guy? Hospital, if we're looking for medicine, gas, or food. But right now, we don't know what the next crisis will need. It could need just one
Yeah.
thing.
So.
Do you have any more cards you want to play? Anything out of the crisis? Spending food, we don't want to do right now because we need to feed people. You can request or hand off, which I don't think you really need to do. We don't need to clean waste right now. We're only at 3 out of 10. Otherwise, we lose a morale.
Okay.
So you don't need to do any of that yet. And barricades.
Kyle, if
You have
you
no
Yeah.
spare
keep
dice.
six,
Yeah.
and you keep doing that, that will be amazing.
That's it.
All right.
You'll keep clearing all this.
So we are done.
I guess maybe not actually.
So Father Fitzpatrick is not in play. So this is going to go to the bottom of the
Mine go
crisis
off?
deck.
The crossroad happened?
Way to pay attention, Kyle.
No, it
For sure? Do you need Rob to double
it
check?
involves a location that you did not go to.
Okay. Last grocery store, last school? No?
No.
I mean hospital?
Somewhere only dead people go.
Oh.
Ah, the graveyard.
Okay.
Okay, so that was the Resolve Crossroads. So that's the end of player turns.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
Right. So next is
Pay food.
pay food. So we feed all 6 of our guys. They're yum nom 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 nom.
Okay, we have 1, so we feed 1.
Okay. Next is Colony Combat. So here we go. Let's figure this out.
Oh,
We're gonna do
yeah.
it together, everybody. So pull up a chair.
There's only 1 fighting happening.
Oh, and noting on paying food, enemy survivors at the colony entrance do not count towards the number of survivors at a colony for paying food. Just so you guys know, who are watching this video at home and those playing at the table. All right. Okay. Oh, and crisis cards are placed face up. If I didn't call that before, that's why you see them face up. No hidden in this game. There's no betrayers, so there's no shady business anyway. So we just play them face up. That's just the way it says to do in the rules. Okay. Colony Combat. 1 at a time. For each location that contains a survivor from both colonies, we're going to resolve combat. In order of location, first you start at the colony with lower morale. Roll if it's a tie. 5, 6. So we have lower morale every damn time. We suck. All right.
No, you're wait. That's good.
I don't know.
First in all this
Sure.
stuff.
Okay, so our colony does not have anyone even in our entrances from the bad guys, which
Yes.
you guys are the bad guys in this case. No combat. Then at the other colony,
Nope.
no one's there. Then at all other locations in numerical order. Police station number 1, nobody. Number 2, 1 guy by himself. Number 3, 1 guy by himself. 4, 1 guy by himself. The hospital has
We're battling for medication.
Janet.
Yep.
And we
George.
have
Me and Marilla.
George. All right. So a combat takes place over 4 steps and represents a fight between the 2 colonies at a given location. In a combat, each colony leader, so in this case it's myself and Kyle. So pay attention, Kyle. In a combat, each colony leader will attempt to gain a greater total combat strength. To resolve a combat at a location, each colony leader takes his or her colony tactics cards
you're
and
fighting
simultaneously
my battle.
performs the 4 steps.
Sorry.
So
Don't let her die.
So we both have the same cards, so we'll just discuss them here. So you have All In, which adds 3 combat strength. Ambush,
What, yours at 3?
All In. The card titled All In.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Ambush also starts with A, just in case.
Okay. So Ambush, if the enemy leader plays All In, plus 5 combat strength, and each enemy survivor at this location immediately receives 1 wound.
Oh my god.
Oh, sure.
If this would cause the last enemy survivor at the location is killed, combat immediately ends with you the winner. Otherwise, -1 to combat strength. On Guard gives +1 combat strength. If both colony leaders play On Guard, combat ends immediately with no further effect. So if you want combat to end, try playing On Guard and hope the opponent does it. Retreat cannot be played at your colony, so it can be played at the other opponent's colony.
They're not colonies.
Yeah, but cannot be played at your colony, so it can be played where we are.
Oh, I see.
At the time, or 1 at a time, sorry, move each friendly survivor back to your colony. Rolling for exposure is normal. Combat ends immediately. And this card is cancelled by Surround, which is the next card. It says, cancel retreat. -1 to combat strength. You surrounded, fool!
What's the combat strength start with?
Alright, so we're going to get to
now-
that.
Yep.
Okay.
So this is step 1. So how the next step is going to work, you add 1 for each dude, but an extra 1 for any dudes holding weapons.
So right now it's 1-on-1.
Is this a weapon?
No.
No, you don't have a
Come
card.
on.
I have a card attached, but it's
You're
I'm
not
not in the
there.
combat, but mine's just a book. Okay, just so you know.
Throw the book at you. So
All
right
right.
now it's 1-on-1.
1 versus 1 plus whatever you do with your cards.
She can take 1 wound.
Then listen. Step 3, you're going to select bullet tokens if you want. You're going to take them all and bet some of them for this combat. Reveal them, and that adds +1 per bullet token to the total, which is just 1 versus 1 right now, plus whatever happens from your card. Then we're going to roll the combat die at the end. So this combat die, Kyle, pay attention. This combat die affects the numbers also. So this explosion symbol here with the number beside it, you just add that number to your strength for your combat. That's it. Then the Marksman target, whatever it's called, immediately places this number of wounds on a single enemy survivor in this combat. So obviously it's going to the 1 target, no choice there. And then you're going to add a zombie for each one on this biohazard symbol. So it looks like the biohazard is only 2 sides on the die. 1 and 2 zombies might be added. Then it looks like a bunch of 1 hits on the enemy and a bunch of 1 combat strengths. There's a 3 hit, a 2 hit on the enemy. There is a +2 and a +3. So it looks like there's 1 of each 3.
Oh man, I could die. Not even by your hand.
So 12-sided die we're rolling here for combat die. That is new to the Whirring Colonies.
I totally forgot about all that when I moved there.
Then the leader with the highest total combat strength is the winner of this combat. The other leader is defeated. The defeated leader must distribute wounds among friendly survivors at the location equal to the difference in the 2 total combat strengths, which we will count on the awesome tracker.
I don't know how that moves.
Okay, so here we go. We're going to start by playing cards. We'll show you how it moves.
Oh, I see. No, I got it now. You're playing 1 card. You got it?
Yeah.
You're going to run like a
So I'm all
bitch.
in. I'm all in.
Yeah, all in my ass.
Or ambush. I can't tell the difference. Ding, ding.
I don't like how he's fighting for me. I moved there and he's fighting for my character.
I'm the leader.
Right?
Yeah.
Ambush.
You are retreating.
Retreat.
Yeah.
Can we play the colony 1 at a time, which each survivor back. And then this one is the ambush where I would have got -1 unless you played all in. 'Cause I thought you'd be greedy. Okay. And then that's it.
So when we retreat, do we have to roll for exposure?
Combat.
Yes. It
Yeah.
says right there.
So you retreat and then you can roll.
But I think, is it only yours?
Well, it says
Oh,
retreat.
combat ends immediately.
Yeah.
1 at a time, move each friendly survivor back to your combat.
Yeah, just
oh,
me.
okay, just you. Yeah.
Just
yeah.
me.
I was gonna say, why do I have to move?
Oh, thank goodness. You know what sucks is that, well, I guess it's a benefit and you've already paid food before I move back, but the adding zombies happens after I move back.
So Kyle's stuck there. Kyle just
No.
ruined the whole combat, so we don't get to show you how combat works there.
Yeah, what are you doing?
So reading all that was for nothing. I'll have to read that all again because Kyle wasn't paying attention at all.
Hey.
That's probably why he wanted to
I was
cancel the
paying
combat.
attention.
He
Alright.
didn't want to kill me.
Yeah. Hey, it's the leader's choice. Sometimes you just have to sacrifice people for the greater good.
No, we're not losing morale for that.
She's a good searcher. I needed her.
Alrighty.
Alright, next
So that's it for combat. We're gonna check waste. We're good over here. You guys
We're
good over there?
Yep.
Add 2 bullets. So we each get 2 more bullets to your pile for future combat, unless Kyle just keeps running. But he won't be the leader next time. Alright. Well, actually, we get to elect the leader. We'll do that. We'll do that in a minute.
Yeah, but you can't vote for yourself, so.
That's fine. So we're adding zombies.
You can cancel it.
So if
So
you
we
want
get
to.
one.
So let's go to the colony first.
Mhm.
So you guys can do your colony first. Go ahead.
Well, we would place one, and it would explode this explosive barricade.
Yeah.
So we
Cool.
would get rid of.
Yep.
That's just
How'd you
raise
guys
it.
do that?
Because she
She
puts the
has an
bomb.
ability to put
Oh, okay. I
explosive
was like,
tokens.
what the hell?
That's what happens when we're like
But
doing
it
other things.
gets rid of everyone
Yes.
on that,
Yeah. So
but only on here, or like.
Yeah, only at the entrance space. They count as like separate
Okay.
locations.
Okay.
Okay.
So that one
Uh,
doesn't.
Do you have
count.
that?
but then don't I
No.
put
No, because we only get one.
So here we're gonna need the same as food. So it's we need 3 zombies. So you start at space 1,
I can't find anything about dice.
put 1 at 2, then 1
What
at 3.
about it?
But like, do I go back to
Alrighty
Yes.
then.
So these are
Because
full.
when you
So if
roll
we go
your
play the
action
zombie
die,
here
you
again,
roll the
it
action, you get
overruns and
one
it will
per
start killing
character
for each
you have,
overrun.
plus 1.
It's awkward. Separate colonies thing is like.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm just picturing watching this video later and
No,
like
no,
trying to pay
sorry.
attention to who's talking.
We'll talk about this after you do yours first.
Alright, so we're still placing our zombies here. So I was just discussing if zombies overrun, they will kill the survivors in the colony. And then eventually help the survivors. So it's these survivors first. So we need to kill at least 1 zombie here, 1 zombie here, 1 zombie here, or else we're in trouble. Because we're at least adding 2 zombies every round because these helpless losers. Sorry, man. Okay,
Did you add your zombies?
then out
Yeah, we
here, we gotta add zombies
Oh, yeah.
to all these locations.
One
So
to all of them. Yeah.
if you want to
this
grab,
way?
do these 3 here.
Nope, not inside.
So 1 for each survivor.
Okay.
So there's only 1 at each. So it's attracting zombies because they're making noise, searching out there and whatever, rummaging around.
Okay, and then his question is about the die.
Yeah.
He thinks that he gets to keep those 2
Well,
die
no,
that he got.
I
Well,
just don't know. Because
No, because
it says-
now
it says
hold on.
you
Let's
start
finish the
game
colony
with 3.
phase.
Okay,
Let's
yeah.
finish our
Yeah.
colony phase. Let's do it in order. So we've added zombies. Now we check the main objective, but it doesn't matter because our main objective only counts when we either someone's down to 0, which would have ended it already, or at the end of the when you move to 0 on the round marker, that's when the victory happens. Okay, so then we move the round marker. We're down to 3. Okay.
Yep.
Then elect a colony leaders. This is a little difference. Electing colony leaders. During the elect colony leader phase, each colony votes to decide their leader for the next round. Vote by counting to 3 and pointing at another player simultaneously. The player with the most votes is the new leader. Players cannot vote for themselves, nor can they abstain from the vote. If the vote is a tie, the current colony leader breaks the tie. Use the first player token to mark the colony. So wouldn't this just be stupid?
Yeah.
Well,
One,
we just move back and
two.
forth.
Yeah, 1, 2, no.
Wait,
1, 2, 3,
one.
point at each other. It's a tie. I'll break it. I'll keep it.
No.
Yeah, it's broken.
What? Doesn't it say count to 3? You start with yourself.
So it just moves.
But listen, you can't point to yourself, and you can't abstain from the vote. So you have to vote.
So we would vote for each other.
So we both go, point at each other, and then the current leader breaks the tie. So then they just
You can
choose
just
what to
give
do.
it to me.
Pay attention, Kyle.
I'm just kidding.
Come on.
I'm just kidding.
So it's
Oh, no,
fine.
It is broken.
Kyle and I are both in charge. We just keep deciding what to do. No, I'm just joking.
No, that's fine. You can decide if you want to pass it or not pass
You
it.
take the leader.
Would you like to be
We'll just
leader
rotate
again?
it. Who cares?
If you
Unless
pass
we
it to me
see.
next turn.
Yes, I'm
Hey, just rotate it. Unless you see for some reason where you're like, this character needs to go first to do something every turn. Makes sense. Just decide amongst yourselves. So it's a little silly, I guess, in this 2-player variant, but
That would be
or
pretty
not
cool.
2-player variant, but 2 versus 2
Imagine playing with 11 players.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
with a lone wolf in the middle. We'll try to get there, guys. We'll try. I don't know how we're gonna film that, but
We need another table.
yeah, we know some people with a way bigger table than this, so we'll reach out to them and see if we can bring all the filming equipment to their house. Okay, so that is elect colony leader, and now at the end of the round, any bite effects or zombie overruns, that's when you do them.
Oh, we didn't resolve crisis, but we did.
Oh, sorry, yes,
technically.
we did it. So these are all out of the game, right?
Yep.
There
There
was
should
an
be 4
extra.
there.
Yep, there's 4 here. They're all legit.
And no one did the optional.
I'll just take that from out of the game there. I'll just throw it over here. Okay, so the next round, reveal the crisis. What do we got?
Hold on.
Nope, that's
So
next. That's
No.
next.
God damn.
You're next.
So we have crisis of leadership. You need a food, medicine, or gas equal to number of players, so any mix of those 4. Fail, each colony leader kills a survivor they control with the highest influence.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
So yeah, there's a problem amongst leaders.
Food, medicine.
Optional, add any 2 extra of those cards to gain a morale for each colony. Okay. So
Wow.
gas, medicine, or food.
Nice.
You see it?
Yeah.
Okay, he found it. Don't.
Oh, that's what you're looking at the rulebook for?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to find it.
I could have explained to you how
No,
that
no,
works.
but
You could
I-
ask me.
I don't want
He's
to
trying to-
interrupt, you
yeah,
know.
he's
it's
trying
So,
kinda-
but we're gonna get to
be
that step
resourceful.
anyway.
Now
you
we're
basically
there.
you toss them all away and then you start fresh. based
Yes,
on the number
with
get
what
it.
you have.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't listen to Mel. She's telling you to add them at the end of the
No,
phase or
she-
anything like that.
No, that's just what we do sometimes. Make
Yeah.
it easy.
But we're gonna follow the rules.
We're gonna follow the rules.
So, for example, I have 5 guys and I get 1 for myself. Think of it that way. So plus 1 from your survivor. So I get 6
3.
unused action die. Okay, then you're gonna roll them out. How many you still get 3?
Yep.
Okay, better. 4, 4, 2. Oh, that's not
Okay.
good.
Then we're gonna do this.
4,
I do
2.
my ability. Okay, where I roll 1. It's a 5. If you'd like to change one to a 5, go ahead.
Thank
oh,
you.
I'll
Can
change
I?
it. No,
No.
sorry, bro.
Come on.
We're not on their team.
We're not recruiting today.
We're
so
in a crisis. We are in a crisis.
It's amongst our leaders, not
I know.
leader at the
So
call.
you
our
and
call.
I, we're having
No,
some
that was last
issues with
round.
the
Last
leaders.
round was empathy.
Band together over here.
I
Okay.
don't care.
So
Yeah.
now,
leaders.
before Murillo and I move, you guys will pick Crossroads again? I mean, Crisis?
Yes.
Crossroads? Oh my god.
Okay.
Feels like it's Friday. Kyle, pick one.
Oh yeah. Let's go.
Pick one. I can choose.
No,
Okay.
just take one.
Take the top one.
Okay.
Okay.
So just pay attention. It may trigger
So,
during the turn.
We're
It
gonna
may
have
already be active. It may be active at the end.
we're
But
gonna
just
have to
either
roll
way.
again to see who's higher or lower to move first.
Yeah, it's still tied for morale. 6 versus 4.
You're
Wow,
first.
we suck at rolling die.
You're
Except
good.
here.
It's okay. More people for them to die over
Yeah.
there. Look how many people they gotta feed.
This is just gonna be out in the wild, fighting all zombies. We only have helpless survivors. You'll get there eventually, where you'll draw into them and you'll be all excited and throw them all out too.
Yeah, but at that point we won't have
Especially when
zombies
the
on our board.
when the victory condition is have more units at controlling these locations. So just by default, I will throw my giant horde of survivors out there as my game plan here.
Will they
Okay.
make it?
So,
That's the question.
next is player turns.
Yeah.
So we've done our...
Yeah, we're gonna move.
Yep. So do your moves.
He's first.
Yeah.
Merle's first.
We roll
So
it
any
up and
people
then-
that you want to move?
No, I'm not gonna move. Because
Okay.
I can't move your players, right?
Nope.
But you can move out here.
No, I'm good.
You don't want to move to new
Yeah, no.
locations?
No, he said it.
You don't want to move and tag team up on someone else so we have more in a fight or anything?
No.
Do we want to do anything like that?
No,
Surround somebody?
it's good.
Punch the crap out of him?
Keeping her here. She doesn't need to do that ability, so it's up to you.
Because,
Yeah.
like, right here, there's only one spot left.
Yes.
And if I leave the hospital, it would be by itself. So that's why.
True.
Oh,
It'll only be by itself for a minute.
Remember, you gotta be wary of
It's its own
zombies
point.
coming too.
Let's use searches 5+, right?
She
and
could just
keep-
attack.
Keep an eye on your influence values.
Yeah. To keep
Yeah.
killing them.
Because the
Clear
player
them
can
out.
trick
Do I have to
you.
move
If
here?
a zombie
Nope.
comes there and they
This is all
overrun,
the same.
the guy with the
I
lowest
just rolled
influence
it.
dies.
Okay.
No,
That'll be
yeah,
Kyle.
yeah, you would just roll this.
So trap his guy with one of your higher influence guys on purpose.
Did you get that?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
got it. Yeah, you got it.
Okay, you don't look like you got
I'm rolling
it.
the red one.
Okay. So you're passing?
Yes.
Okay.
So no moving of any
No
guys.
moving. Yeah.
Done.
Wow, okay.
I'm not taking a chance to get a.
That's
corner.
fine. That's
Frostbite.
fine. That's smart.
I am.
Or getting bitten.
Oh no.
She really wants to go to the hospital, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I can.
She got scared out of a fight, but she's showing back up.
I didn't get
Guido?
scared out.
Maybe you should go
They,
somewhere else.
they called me. They told me they
Yeah,
were in
yeah.
trouble.
Mom's here.
You see?
Takes a hit.
Yeah.
Another one.
One wound away from dying.
Yeah.
Okay. That's okay. And that is he passed. I passed.
Yep. No more moves.
No.
Okay.
All right. So on to simultaneous actions. The stand timer is in the middle here. Whoever finishes first, flip it. And just go. Start doing your moves.
This to get rid of a wound.
Do you have? Oh, you got. Hopefully.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And remember our crisis. Let me check my cards.
I'm gonna search on.
I'm going
remember, we need
to
food
use this
to
for
feed. I will try to move out as many as I can, but
two.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah, I'm gonna search with George at the hospital.
George.
Should I do that again? Take two more. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty
for
then.
sure.
And place.
cool.
How many do we have here?
There we go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
I'll
6.
search.
6. And we're still good.
With Harman and
But I
the
only
gas
have a
station.
2.
Did I do garbage collection again?
I can use my 2 to do that, and it gets rid
Did
of
you
3.
roll
How do you know
six
it's
die to try to hit a 6?
You just use
Oh, yeah.
any die,
Don't
so
forget,
something that you
forget,
can't.
yeah. It's any card you played from either guy. Oh yeah. You
Oh,
can
I
play it again if
can't
you
do
want.
that.
And food stays.
Yeah,
Any food we don't
makes
eat
sense.
is
I'm
good for
gonna
next rounds.
Put
Makes
a
sense. That makes sense. Let's go.
barricade with my last
We got
die
it.
here,
Oh,
Okay.
and I'm gonna
Hey.
play. Do
Hey,
you ha-
What's
what-
up?
you know. What?
Do you have for your 2s? Do you have stuff that you plan to do
Okay,
with
I
them?
only have
Or
2
do you wanna
here,
clean
so
the
I will
garbage?
build a barricade.
I will clean the garbage
so
with one.
you could build it
Yeah.
anywhere
Okay, then
your
I'll
two
put
guys
this in
are.
here
I
to
think
give us 2
right
more
here,
bullets.
right?
Barricade, please.
Yeah. Can I have 2 bullets, please?
Nope.
Okay.
Bam.
And
Um.
I added something to that. Is that are you guys adding to this as well? Yeah. Okay. We're
Yep. And I'm done.
I'm done. Okay.
Whatever. Okay.
I like the 2 at a time.
Yeah, it's kind of neat.
It's interesting, but I have no idea what they're doing.
Yeah,
So
Okay, so let's
Yeah.
check the crossroads. Yeah, I know it's hard. I can't even pay attention to both. It's tough.
no, not again.
No.
Was I supposed to?
You were supposed to.
Okay, so is this gonna happen here?
Groceries.
Are you sure?
I did. I didn't.
You did.
I went up.
Okay. Rations. If there are at least 2 helpless survivors at the colony, and there's less than 3 food in the supply, why do you have all this food? The woman demands. I've been rationing what I have been given each day, her old neighbor says with a shrug. It seems prudent. Wait, you've been rationing rations? Poor dear, the older woman says with a shake of her head. Don't you know there's a food shortage? So this is for you. Option 1. We give out just enough food for each day, you say, cutting into their conversation. If your family gets by on less, you should be taking less. I'm going to have to take the food back into the supply. I can't let people go without food while you're sitting on a pile of it. Add 4 food to the supply. make 2 helpless survivors unruly. So unruly,
Okay.
I forget what that does.
I think it counts as 2.
Or option 2, they're given a fair share. You think to yourself, I guess I don't care what they do with it. As long as no one's health is impacted, nothing happens. So we'll find out what happens with helpless survivors or unruly survivors.
Helpless survivors may become or start out unruly due to a crossroads card, crisis card, or other game effects. Show that helpless survivor is unruly by placing the helpless survivor token with the unruly side facing up. Unruly helpless survivors count as 2 helpless survivors when counting survivors during the pay food and add zombie step to the colony phase. The active player may flip an unruly survivor token to its normal helpless survivor side by placing a medicine card in the waste pile without using its effect.
Do it.
Yeah, let them use all their medicine.
I have some medicine. Do it.
Alrighty then. So let's go.
So 2 of them there, and then we get 4 food in our supplies for the
10
future.
That's
feet.
gonna-
1, 2,
Yay.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So that goes on the bottom of the crossroads deck.
So I have to get rid of. I'll get rid of 3 with 1.
Yeah, do you have a food to feed yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. 'Cause I didn't.
How long does the food stay there?
What happened here?
Well, if I put 2 food there.
Oh.
And
They're all done.
Yeah, and we use one,
then
it'll bank.
What if I move her out?
It'll just stay there.
It'll just stay.
Hey, you gotta teach me how to use this.
Oh. Did you draw it?
Yeah.
So let's say you play it on your turn. Equip it to somebody. So say FN SLP shotgun. Equip once per round. When the survivor performs an attack, kill 2 zombies instead of 1. Do not roll for exposure. If possible, place 1 noise token at the survivor's current location. So you don't place noise at the colony. So if you're using this at the colony, no noise is going to happen, no extra zombies will happen.
But I gotta be in the colony, right?
Or you use it out here, and it'll just make noise, which has a 50-50 chance of bringing another zombie. But you're still killing 2 and not rolling for exposure. Anytime you normally attack a zombie, you roll for exposure.
Gotcha.
So attach it to somebody. Don't leave it in your hand. Play it.
No, I might move her out.
Whoever you think will be attacking zombies soon. So think ahead for next turn.
You
Yep.
gonna fight someone?
Let's put it beside him, underneath him, whatever you want to do.
So we don't fight each other.
So now, because he has a weapon attached,
Jerk card, so
Yeah. Sorry.
so now because he has a weapon attached in combat, that guy counts as 2, adding to the combat strength.
Okay.
And if somebody moves to a location with that guy and it's full and wants to kick him out, they need to spend 2 bullets to scare him back home. So he's the boss.
Badass.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
So now we go to movement.
Yeah. Sorry.
So we had less morale in this roll off here.
Yep.
Okay. So I will move. Oh, do I have the gasolina? Nope. So I can't move the old lady because she needs gas to be moved. That's her ability. But while she's at anywhere, all other friendly survivors that share a non-colony location with her look at and keep 1 additional card when performing a search. Do you have a gas? Do you have a gas you can spare? Because I would like to request the gas, which you can do during the movement. That is one action you can do during moving is requesting. So I have to play it right away. Goes to here. So I can move the lady. The old lady is going to go to the police station. Okay, that's the only way you can move her. Has to be safe. She's a retiree. And you need 6s or higher on both stats to do anything with her.
Jeez.
Super annoying. But anyways, alright. Your move. Your move.
yeah. I'm thinking.
And because I played gas, I do not roll for exposure. That's what playing gas does, just so you know.
No, I'm aware.
He's
right.
debating it right now, right?
You scared? You
Yeah,
scared,
yeah.
Brad?
I'm wondering if I should go to the police station and join the party.
The extra bullet party?
Yeah.
He's got a gun.
Yeah, boy.
Is
We-
it-
But he's not at the police station.
We do have more bullets.
He's not at the police station.
Oh, he's at the gas station.
It's,
No, I'm saying
it's-
this old.
You're already there at the police station.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
but
but
I
he
can
wants to-
join the party.
I see,
Oh.
I see.
That's fine.
Oh, you want to outnumber an old lady?
She's got a cane.
And a
In a candle.
road flare.
And,
Oh. Alright, go there.
Alright, no, I'll go here. As originally planned.
Roll for exposure,
No,
son!
I'm playing
gonna play-
Fuel of
Alright,
Oh,
alright.
wait. I can clear garbage.
Yeah. It'll
I'm
clear.
not here.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
No,
you cannot.
you have to have somebody there
Oh,
to do that
that's
action.
what I'm saying.
But we're fine if we don't need. If that's
Oh,
it,
yeah.
because we won't add anything
That's
else,
8,
right?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh, then they can come there. Go back. Don't do that.
He's
No
got
takesies,
He's
backsies.
gonna come there. No.
It's official tournament
No.
play here. Super strict rules. Just joking.
Go back. I forgot about that.
So you didn't spend your gas. You
No.
didn't move your guy.
No.
Come on.
You chickened out.
Because look at all those
Yes.
guys.
Look what we're
Rob.
dealing with over
No,
here. A bunch of
that's-
chickens.
No, but I could still move her there and move this guy back if I wanted
Yes, that you can do.
This is still your first move, right? You haven't done any moves?
He hasn't done anything
Okay,
yet.
okay. Just
to.
checking.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Because he's
leave
bringing.
things-
You're not moving anybody and you're
coming in.
passing, or are you moving your other guy?
I'm not moving anyone.
You pass.
I just.
So I'm going to finish my moves with no stress. Alright.
Why
There
did
we
I
go.
go first?
He did. He moved old lady.
Oh, it's 1 and 1 and 1.
Yeah, one and
okay.
one. And then he's just gonna move the rest of his guys.
No, I
into
still
our
got another
colony.
character. I can move after he
No,
moves his character.
No, you can't.
Why?
Because right now you have a move action.
Combo.
Yeah.
As long as she doesn't die.
But we're doing 1 move per thing, right?
No.
Well, how come
He moved, then you pass. So now he can just do the rest of his
What?
moves.
How come he didn't have to do all his moves at once?
Because we go move.
You
move.
rotate.
Exactly. So I got another character.
That's
No,
why I asked
that's
you,
how
Kyle.
Move.
You don't want to move either of your characters then? You said, no, I'm
but
done.
Hold on,
But
you
once
only
you
did 1
have-
move, right? You
Yeah.
went
And then
first.
it's your chance for one
yeah.
move.
So then I didn't move this character. Now it's
So
back to you.
You're
No.
not. Are you moving your other one then?
You have to
You
Oh.
get 1 move.
You
It's
get
not
one
per
move.
character. It's like, well, each character can only move once. But who said that's your first character?
I did when I touched her.
No. So you chose not to move
Wait. So
with her, but do you choose to move with this guy? And I asked you, and you said no. And then
who
you
went
said
first?
I'm done.
Who went first?
I
He
did.
did.
I moved 1 and gave you the opportunity to move. If you pass, you're done moving with all of your characters for the rest of the round.
It's a move action for any
So I
character.
would have had to move 1 character at least.
Yes.
Yes.
If you were gonna move
shit!
like
So I should have just.
So that's why I asked you, and then I said you're not leaving the police station even.
See,
and you were like,
I thought
no.
it was like I thought it was like 1 character per.
Yes,
person.
it is. And you have 2 to choose
I
from.
know,
You
but
choose
I
0.
didn't-
That's
I didn't,
passing.
I didn't realize if I decided not to move this character,
That
that
you-
the next move action I wouldn't be able to move this character.
Right. That's how it works.
I didn't know that. That's what I was
Okay.
getting clarity on.
But you didn't need to move him.
No,
So-
I know, but if I wanted
Oh
to.
my god. Are you moving anybody,
No.
Kyle?
I'm not.
So
I
you're
just didn't
passed and you're
understand
done,
the
and I'm going to
But
action.
you get it
continue
for
moving.
next time?
I get it for next time.
Wow.
It
Alright.
just didn't make sense to me that.
Okay, now let me continue moving.
Yeah.
You're interrupting and confusing me here. Okay, I'm rolling for exposure on this lady moving from the colony to the police station. 1 damage. Damage. Give me a little pile of damage.
Okay.
So I can put it over here. So I need to kill some of these guys off eventually.
Yes, we would like that to happen.
Yeah, right. That ain't happening. Okay. Okay, so that is that, and then I'm gonna move. Do I want to move this guy?
No.
I need to leave him there, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
got
because
it.
they were gonna come in on our shit.
No, we can't.
Oh,
already
I need to
passed.
attack guys here.
Oh yeah, you guys are gonna get in trouble
Yeah,
there.
I need to kill some zombies, so somebody has to stay home. Yeah, this is weird not being able to move back. Okay, okay. I think that is all. Oh, wait, here. I'll stay at the school, do some extra searching. I want to go to the grocery store, though. Library lady. She is... Oh, 1 additional action die at the beginning of my turn. Sorry. Let's do... Which I turned to... Yeah, okay. So that's good. Alright, yeah. That's what my comic book does. Okay. Sorry.
That's okay.
It's per round. 4 or higher, kill 3 zombies. Okay, so he's going to say that we kill 3 zombies with his ability, 4 die or higher. That makes sense. I'm getting it. Okay. So, does she want to stay at the library and keep searching for blueprints, which I'm trying to do so I can search harder at other locations? She's alone, but she's attracting zombies there. Or do I go to the grocery store with this guy, try to get some food, fight him? But we're loaded with food.
Yeah.
So,
Where's it?
that's my answer. No move! I'm done.
I'll move for you.
Okay.
Play your
then-
turns.
Alright, so grab a crossroads card. You already
No,
did that?
sorry. I mean your moves now.
Okay.
Actions.
Alright.
Do you have another food?
Yeah.
Okay.
So medicine, make those regular.
One of these will get rid of some waste.
Okay. So
This
3
lady at
cards.
the library.
1, 2, 3.
4
And then I'll put one here,
Okay.
bullets.
there.
Need that yet? How many are there? 3.
Yeah, 3.
Whoops.
4.
What are you doing with your 4, your highest die?
2. Search the school.
Oh, I guess it doesn't matter.
Him gets 2 cards.
To search here.
Okay.
Much waste.
Anything good?
6, 7.
If it's something that you like, a gun or weapon, or something, you can equip it right now.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
Next is
And
attack with this guy. A 1. Let's
She
spend
will
a
just-
3.
She's gonna attack.
Kill, kill,
Okay.
kill.
So you'll just pick
And
any
he
one.
doesn't roll
Yep,
for exposure.
and roll
And I'm not
that
adding
die.
noise tokens because there's no place to add noise tokens there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually going to do it
Frostbite.
again.
Okay. Do you have medicine?
That's 5.
If you, okay. You can request medicine from me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have medicine?
Yeah. It would be the other way because it's a frostbite, so you flip it the
Police
other side.
station.
But now
I'm
you
going to
can
search with this
put
lady.
that medicine
3 or
here.
less.
You can get rid of that.
She gets to look at 3
Awesome.
additional
Yeah.
cards.
What are we at?
Oh, wow.
And
Should be
because this
okay.
lady's with me, I'm
6.
keeping an
Yeah,
extra
we're
one.
okay. That's okay. You
So
got
I
a
get to
food.
look at
Did
4.
you contribute there? Do we have 4?
Yeah.
1, 2. Oh, Rob didn't. I don't know if he
Got
is.
you.
Yeah, I did. I put medicine in there.
Is there? Oh, there's 4.
Yeah,
there.
there's 4 already.
Okay.
Yep.
And are you done?
He's go on the bottom.
If you're done, you can start the timer and make him have only 2 minutes.
Should I spend a food?
No, save it for next time.
I'll do it again.
Okay.
1,
Done.
2, 3, 4.
Holy.
Because she gets a 3 extra additional cards to look at,
Oh, yeah,
and because
yeah.
she's with, I get to keep an extra 1, so I'm getting 2.
That's
Ooh,
good.
coffee. I mean, nothing.
Will we have enough time for the
Oh,
coffee?
idiots. Stupid candy. Can put 2 unreleased survivors back to regular, so I wasted the medicine for nothing. Whatever. Always search first on your turn. That's the smart thing to do. Bottom of the deck.
It's gonna be a lot of fights. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it again.
Yep. I just wished that we used these right away.
Alright. Night vision goggles.
Does this say trigger immediately?
No, but in the old game, like in
Does
the
it? Oh.
I
Not
get to
in
get
this
an extra
variant,
additional
it
die at
would've
the start
been
of the
even
turn.
better.
So,
Yeah.
Whoa. So she
Yeah.
got like 2 extra dice?
yeah. Actually, I'm going
You
to equip
have
it
about a
on
minute.
school guy. And walkie-talkie. No, I will just save it. No, actually, oh, they go to the bottom. Yeah, yeah, sorry. Fucking last card. I did the crisis shotgun. That's on her. And that's looking awesome. I think I am good. Which is in here.
Maybe you have like 10, 15 seconds.
Okay, I have no dice left to spend on that. No barricades, just looking at my abilities. Good, good.
And I think our waste was at what, 6 or 7?
Oh, once per round. I can only look at additional cards. Shit. Shit.
Oh.
Sorry. I still only took 2. I shouldn't have looked. At extras once per turn for her ability. I shouldn't have looked at 4 cards the second time.
Yeah.
I don't remember what order I drew them in. Yeah,
Whatever.
Okay. I just won't do it again. Once per round, sorry.
And hers is not once per round to be able to take more than 1?
No. All
Okay.
other friendly survivors, a non-colony, keep 1 additional card when they search.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're done? Everything's good? Colony phase? Day food?
Yeah. So we need 2 food to pay our
We need
guys,
1.
right? Feed our guys.
Mm-hmm.
Go on.
Do you have a pile of out of the game? These we
Yeah,
can
right here.
waste. Okay, so you paid your food?
Yep.
You only need 1?
2.
2.
Okay. Colony combat. Here we go.
Oh, wait.
We should have those.
Oh, sorry, yes.
Yeah, where do these come?
They're in player turns, which are not on the sheet. It's like...
Oh, okay, sorry. I thought it was in that list. So, yeah, because this one.
Mine should
Oh,
have
okay,
activated.
okay. Yours did not?
At
No.
the end of the player's turn. So.
Oh, okay, okay. Learning to share. If a survivor the player controls performs a search, which you searched at the police station, you start to crack open the crate when you scream. You look to see a haggard middle-aged woman coming towards you. With breathtaking agility, yelling the word, mine. With every naked step, she throws herself between you and the crate with one final empathetic, mine. Alright, understood. The crate is yours. I'll just search over here instead. The attempt produces similar results as you do the next 5. Okay, just stop. Here's everything that isn't yours. The woman takes a moment to glance around the room, wordlessly counting to 5 with her fingers, and then glares back at you and growls, mine. Only option. Place this card on top of the search deck at this location. As long as this card is here, no player may search this location. Any player that controls a survivor at this location may perform an attack action with this survivor to place a wound token on this card and gain 1 to spare. Once there is 3 wound tokens on this card, remove it from the game. So no more shenanigans, my friend.
Oh, no, the police station. No player may search this location. Any player that controls the survivor at this location may perform an attack action with the survivor to place a wound token on this card and gain 1 to spare. Once there's 3 wound tokens on this card, remove it from the game.
So you have to do 3 attacks on it to break it.
So why was she naked? That's I stopped listening after you said naked step.
Oh,
You think
naked.
that would make you start listening?
All right, where else can we get weapons from? No, the gas station. Go to the gas station. Go, go, go.
And yours did not happen?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, back to
Check
combat counting.
waste. Oh, sorry. Oh, yes, colony combat. The most important. All right. So you're the leader. You're looking at the cards. Where are we doing? Morale lowest is we're still tied.
Yep. We should just roll once per round.
I think we did, but it's always us. No. 6 to 2. All right, yeah. So your colony first. Nobody there. Our colony next. No one there. Out here. Order 1. Oh, police station is going down.
So
Oh,
no matter how
no.
many. Oh, right. Never mind. I was gonna ask a different.
Wait, what were you checking if no one's there?
No, none of their guys came here because remember when you were
Oh,
gonna
I
move
see.
and they were gonna come in.
All right, pick a card.
Okay, so right now
Let's
it
put it face
is
down.
2 on 1 because you have 2 guys there. No.
What?
No, we have.
2 on 1. We
Listen.
didn't do that.
Yeah.
Not
No.
only
We didn't do that.
do I have 2 there, my homegirl here is packing a shotgun, so she's an extra +1.
Okay.
So it's 3 to 1 right
3
now.
to 1. That's okay. We got some extra.
Whatever.
We got some extra.
I'm taking over
bullets.
this police station. I'm gonna kill you, fool, and then leave you there to get nothing.
I'm not in control of that character right now.
I know. The leader. Who put these people in charge? So put the card face down, or whenever you're ready, we'll flip them
Sorry,
at the same
just give
time.
me 1 second.
Yep. I like this. Spoiler, I like this little thing going on here. I could just see like a couple people at the end of the table too, all getting in on this, and just the Wild West, man. It's just like,
Yeah.
and then the whole moving to like taking turns moving and like knocking people out, and oh man, it's gonna be awesome.
Did you add more locations when more people are playing?
It's just like Sons of Anarchy when
There's
we had
only
more
like-
players
yeah,
and everything
there's
was
only
full.
so many- yeah.
I know. But remember, that's just our mission is about
Yeah,
being
yeah.
there, right? Maybe other ones are different. Come on, pick a damn card. Let's
I
go.
got one,
You ready?
I got one.
All right, what do we got?
Oh.
Ambush into ambush.
I thought he was gonna pick
If
all
the
in
enemy
for the
leader plays
+3.
all in +1, otherwise you just get -1. So minus. Okay, so with the characters out there, we are at 3. They are at 1. Okay, -1 to both sides, right? Because of both playing ambush.
Yep.
Put that back in your little decks. Now, step 3, collect bullet tokens from the supply. So you collect all
You
5
have-
Merlot. How many do you guys have? We have 5.
7.
7. So now you're going to pick a certain amount and you're going to bid them. So you know the max they can put in is 7, so they can go up to 7 combat strength. You're already at 2. So you would need to put in 5 to make sure you at least tie. I don't know what happens in ties.
This is not the only battle happening.
Yeah.
Okay.
And remember, the defeated player must distribute wounds.
Wait, so what you put in, those are discarded?
Yes.
Yeah, they're gone. You spent
bullets?
them.
But we're also going to roll as well.
Yeah. But yeah, there is
That's awesome.
battle.
Yeah.
So remember, there's dice rolling at the end to add or screw it around. So it's a little bit random. I don't like that. It's like Game of Thrones board game, the combat cards at the end that screw around with it. But so what do you want to spend now? Remember, these bullets can be used later for kicking people off locations and stuff.
Oops, I dropped one.
So you got to think how many you want to bid.
Sorry, I just
Once you're
dropped
ready, get them in your hand, put them out here underneath the camera. At the same time, we'll reveal them. Countdown of 3. And dramatically see what we add to our totals. It may be nothing. 3, 2, 1. What'd you put?
4.
4 and 1. So they go up to 4. We go up to 3.
So those are the bidded ones. You want to just throw those in there.
Okay.
These are what we still have left.
Left, okay.
Okay, now we roll these guys.
Yep.
Yeah, so we'll
Okay.
see what we get here. Oh, too close together.
A 1 and a
1.
zombie.
So this one is going to add 1 to our side. Okay. And this zombie is...
It's going to add 1 zombie.
Add this number of zombies immediately after resolving any of the targets, which are none. So
add
add
one
a zombie
zombie.
to the location.
And this
So
one
our
doesn't
guns,
add to
our shootout has attracted the locals.
This one doesn't add to our total, just counts
Correct.
the number of zombies.
Just the number of zombies.
Okay, so 4 on 4.
Okay. Leader with the higher total is the winner of this combat. The other leader is defeated. The defeated leader must distribute wounds among friendly survivors equal to the difference. Yeah, why does it not talk about ties?
Well, tie, just nothing happens.
Well,
no wounds.
So like all that randomness, the odds of tying are low.
Yeah, I guess that's it.
Yeah,
like,
just
just
no
nobody gets any
wounds.
damage, sure.
What does it get?
Well, you'll be in some damage in a minute.
The combat tracker is aided to help whenever colony gains strength. This step, move the combat tracker.
I think your guy's gonna die.
Why? There's another battle now?
Oh, actually, you're fine.
There
You're
is.
fine. No,
No,
you're
Yeah,
fine.
it doesn't talk about it, but just the difference
But
happens.
this is done.
No,
Yeah.
I know, but
Okay.
never mind.
Any other locations too?
Yeah, here.
That are in order.
Yeah, we're gonna
So showdown at the hospital.
do I roll my 5 again? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you have still 4 bullets.
And they only have 3 bullets left. So both are tied here. Both don't have any weapons,
I'll
right?
warm up the dice.
Oh, you didn't put a weapon on the guy that's with other people.
Yeah,
Oh.
I didn't notice
Oh.
that.
Damn it. That's it. You're out of the colony. You can stay at the hospital. So you know she's not going to play ambush again.
Or was she?
Or you think.
Morello's gonna play ambush again.
So you should play all in.
Nah.
Just don't overthink it. Just pick a damn card. Let's do this.
Okay, well, this is my initial card, so.
On guard and
Oh, I
ambush.
actually was gonna play
So -1 to her combat strength. So actually put it to where they are for 1-1. And then +1 if both colony leaders play on guard, it ends immediately, no further effect. So should they get -1, you get +1 from playing your card. Because ambush
No,
misses.
Yeah.
On guard had no benefit.
Yeah, +1.
+1.
But
Yeah.
we're at 0.
Because
Because
you
it
had
was
-1
1 versus 1.
on ambush.
Yeah.
If you miss the all-in card.
Because I thought
It's
he
greedy.
was gonna.
It's a greedy
yeah, I
card.
thought he was gonna do that. That's fine.
How could you?
We have a greedy leader over here. Okay, so next is betting the bullets.
Bullets.
Betting the bullets.
So they only have 3 to play with. So even if they spent all 3, you would just have to play 1. But then again, this stupid die is going to get rolled into it too. And remember, it's only a difference you get wounds on your guys. How many wounds do these guys have that are here? 0 on this guy and...
0, I use medicine.
Oh.
How much do we care about Janet?
That's the real question. Do you need those bullets for something else later? Do you have other battles coming? I think you guys should bet it all. Bet the farm. You really need to overcome that too. At 2 difference right now, you spend it all, man, to get up there. You don't want to lose any wounds. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, you
2 and
are
1.
very
So we know she
Cautious.
spends like it's nothing. Like these
No.
bullets are just there. She's got the bullet factory in her backyard over there. She's not worried. The bullet tree is growing on their side. In their what is this? Are you you're at a house there?
Yeah.
We're at the prison over
Alright,
here.
now roll these. So it's 2 to 3. Okay.
1
Plus 1.
and plus
Okay, so how this works is 1 to your side, 3, 2 wounds go on to the opposing person, so you just shot her,
And now we're tied again.
and then you're tied, so nobody takes any damage.
Wow.
Okay.
That is silly.
Okay.
Should have just retreated.
Should have played one more bullet.
GG.
Okay, we only have a couple more rounds.
Alrighty then.
Okay.
I'm gonna point at you.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Is that where
whatever.
we're at?
You want me to be leader? Whatever.
No, wait, we gotta do check waste, which we're good.
Yes,
We're
yes.
gonna do this too.
Resolve the crisis.
So
There should be-
Crisis good, Kyle?
Yeah,
Here,
so
use those
good.
cards.
There's 4. And this
They
goes-
all, yeah, they're all, they better be valid.
Yep. Add 2 bullets.
Now we have 5.
Can I have some bullets?
They have 3.
Whoops, I forgot to give you 2 bullets.
Add zombies.
Alright,
so
so here
you
we're
only
adding
have
2.
one.
So 1 at the 1 space, 1 at the 2 space.
One more.
Here.
Is it?
Because we gotta add 1. You just
And
always
out
start at
here.
1.
So the crazy part here is we're adding 3. But
you add them 1 at a time.
yeah, so the first one gets added, a barricade's gone. The next one gets added, it goes in that space. The next one gets added, barricade's gone,
That's
no
it.
zombie,
Nope, that's
and
it.
that's it. That's 3.
Okay.
Okay, get how it works.
Yeah,
I'll
you
just
can
over
run
here,
the
over
other
there.
Here, nothing. The barricade's gonna block that.
Nope.
Nope. Here, 1 here.
One here
and
in this empty
then
space.
barricade will block that one. Kyle, 1 here and 1 here. Or 2 here. There's 2 of us. And then
Uh-oh.
1 here.
Oh shit.
Get out of the hospital, run!
Okay.
Seriously, get out of the
Now,
hospital.
check main objective, we're good. Move round marker down 1. So we're on round 2.
Boom.
Or we only have 2 rounds.
Halfway done the game, guys.
And elect colony leader.
Dun, 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 dun.
And reveal a crisis.
What is it? What do we got? We have the never seen again. So we need tools, weapons, or fuel equal to the number of non-exiled players. On a fail, you kill 2 survivors at non-colony locations with the lowest influence. Optional, you can add 2 additional cards to gain 1 morale for each colony. So tools, weapons, and gas are what are needed this round. So-
Non-exiled players are the one that are in the colony.
No, we don't exile on this version, so that card doesn't matter. That's for playing the other versions of Dead of Winter when there's
Oh, okay.
betrayers and stuff.
So we don't care about the crisis.
It's just equal to, we're all non-exile.
No, we do care.
There's
Because-
4 of us.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we have to.
Exile players, if you have the betrayer in the regular game, you can vote to exile people out of the colony, and they don't get to add to the crisis. But
Okay.
since we're all in the colonies, we're good. So we need 4 again, same as last time.
But if you were playing with exiled, chances are it'd be lower number, right? Like
Well,
non-exiled
yeah,
players.
if you
Yes,
voted someone,
yes.
yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't need 4. So it's actually making it more difficult having this in there.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Roll die.
Hold
Your
on. So make sure we have the
calculator
right amounts. You still have 3.
3.
I get 1 additional here, 1 additional there.
Yeah, you got lots of die. Who cares?
5, 6, 7. I should have 7. Okay, just making sure. People
Oh,
die.
finally got die I can use.
Alright, hold on. I'm going to do my ability
Place a bomb.
to roll
That's
a
okay.
die
We don't
here.
really need a bomb.
And I need to. I got some a 1 there.
Well,
Oh,
Do you want to change any to a 1? You
no.
stupid politician. Okay. Alright. Okay. So, player turns. So you want to draw a crossroads card for me. You draw 1 for Kyle.
Yes. Thank you.
Read the italicized text. And now we go to movement. So, we're staying morale still. Stupid. Okay, roll a die, Kyle. I have a 2. Remember this for the round. So you
3.
guys have higher morale at this time as if it stays tied for the rest of the round, okay?
Yep.
Needs to kill someone over there. Okay.
Where's your second character? Oh,
Here.
the guy who's just chilling at the grocery
He's just watching the food. He's guarding the food.
Oh,
No, because remember she double searched to get the 4 cards last
Okay,
time.
so we go
And my
first.
other one was
I'm
a
not
2.
going to move this guy.
You just keep putting a
We'll
barricade
think
there.
over
I
here.
don't have anything to do with that. But now I finally have. Oh, I have.
Gas station's good for weapons, which we need more of. If you keep him there, I can move her to you, and that lets you take 2 cards instead of 1 from here.
That'll be good.
But then again, yeah, that might be good. Because if you can give weapons, you can attach weapon to your other guy, and if you get extra weapons,
Yeah, I can
request them.
We need more characters.
But I need a gas to move her, which I do have one actually. And this turn I do need gas for that, but I have
Searching.
a tool, so I'm good.
That's how he found.
Are you good for a card from there?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, I'll spend a fuel. I'm gonna move. Her to there.
Bang.
Okay. Go ahead, whoever, Kyle. Do you have a move or a pass?
Remember,
You understand how it works, right? Just double check.
Remember, Hugo Boss there can't search, so.
Do what?
Well, he
Oh.
can. He can do attack actions to try to break in, but we're not doing that.
And
I don't
you
want
need
to
to
use
roll the
despair
red die.
tokens. Despair count as damage, so you want
Only bites count. Yeah,
Yep.
Boom.
That's a bite.
His ability. Yeah.
Oh,
no,
yeah, yeah.
No, only,
No.
Only the
the
tooth.
bite, the
This
actual
one.
tooth.
Oh,
A
Yeah,
1 in
so
12
you're-
chance, but he's dead if it happens.
yeah.
That's it. Okay, now back to him.
What?
Yep.
Nope. Now it's he
Oh,
moves
come
again.
on, you seriously don't know how this works? Wow. Whoa. Okay. Do you have any other friends that play board games? Well, we can find over. I'm just joking.
But your logic, when you said this, you're not going to move this character, you would have been done, and I should have just done all my.
No, I was just discussing with my partner here what I was thinking for my turn, so he knows on his turn. And okay, so I will move Lady here to grocery store.
If you want to,
Hospital, you think? I already have someone there.
if you want to move,
No,
forward,
She is
hospital is right here.
Oh, sorry.
come back.
Yeah, but
Hospital?
it's a 5 to search.
Yeah, you want to try to
I don't know.
I could
surround,
do a
but we gotta
search,
take, we
but,
gotta
like,
kill.
Because you
just
got
a
you
lot
got a
to
gun,
search.
right?
For this girl, yes, I can
Come
kill
out
2
and
zombies.
attack.
So yeah, you might be
Oh no,
right.
Out here.
I don't know.
Yep, you might be right.
But
I'm
if-
gonna do it.
Oh. Or you can.
Because that's where the
stay
medicine's
there
at too, to
and
heal.
I can tell
If
you
I
later
can
what
steal
kind of
that
card to
before she
request.
gets it all,
Yeah.
we need to kill this character. So,
I can
all
tell
right,
you what
roll
kind
for
of card
exposure.
to
Hopefully she doesn't die.
Request.
A damage.
request
1 damage.
from me.
So I can't do anything yet.
Oh,
But
shit.
if you use it out here, at
Okay.
somewhere, you kill all the zombies there instead, right?
Well, let's
Don't care
go.
about that.
I don't know.
Oh, your move. Sorry, I moved this one here. Go ahead.
It's up to you. You can do it here, you can do it there,
Yeah.
or you can just do what you were doing last time, where you just do one every time. Like you kill one every time, which is fine.
Yeah, I need medicine.
Do we have food to feed? Because I don't
I
have
need
any food to
medicine.
feed her though.
I do.
Okay, then
And she gets to look at 4 cards and keep 1, so hopefully I'll find the medicine.
What? Hello?
it's totally up to you.
Okay.
If you want to move out, you can move to the grocery store.
Let's try it. She needs to get some fresh air.
Roll for exposure. Nothing.
Okay, you again?
This looks like they're scavenging for food. Alright, who else I got here? I'm leaving that guy there, so I don't worry about him. I did her school guy, I'll leave at the school. And then the girl at the library will stay at the library. Okay. So I then pass. Continue moving until you're done.
You move both your guys.
Right? I think, right? So it doesn't
Yeah.
matter. Okay.
Unless I want to move again.
Nope, you can't.
Nope. One
Only
per
move.
survivor.
We need more survivors.
Okay. Start actions. 3, 2, 1, go.
Yep.
All right. So this guy.
I would like to request the imaginary card that you have.
Do we need to do it though?
I don't know.
I think
Oh, I
it's
should
okay right
search
now.
first.
Oh, okay, I'm just gonna search.
Yeah.
I'll-
I'm gonna search. So she's a 5.
Yeah.
Search
Just
right
search.
here.
Can she do it for herself? All other friendly survivors that share.
Is it good?
No, not her. Okay. All other.
You can.
Hammer.
Okay, so you can equip it.
Or I need
here.
it for here.
1, 2,
Because we need 4 cards. Do you have
3.
2?
4.
This guy should be able to be put like 3 cards in there because he searches so many.
Oh.
What does it do though when you equip it?
Barricades. Barricades. I can
Oh.
build 2 instead.
Don't forget about the crisis.
Yes.
But there's only
these go.
one hole there,
True.
so it's like.
True. Well, you can equip it. You
Oh,
can
you
equip
can
it now
equip
and
it.
take it off later to the
Yeah,
quest
yeah,
or
sure.
the quest.
Uh,
The
what is
crisis.
it?
Disgusting. Okay. He's gonna search.
Junk.
Okay.
Don't forget the crisis. Don't forget the crisis.
No, the
Don't forget the crisis.
You don't have anything for the crisis
School.
right now, though,
Take
right?
2.
Not
Oh,
anymore.
sorry, I didn't spend a die with
Okay, that's fine. No, you're fine.
her.
Do you have a
3.
food, or do you want me to move back?
Oh wait, it does say fuel. I could do it.
Search
How
here.
many do you have?
Library lady.
One fuel.
No.
4.
But do you have a food to put
yeah,
here? Just
I do.
one?
So it's 9,
Or fine.
7.
And then you have a 1. Anything you
I'll
want to
spend
do
a
with your
1
1?
for him to clean waste. 1, 2, 3.
You
Okay.
can build.
Clean waste.
No, you have to be here to
Search
clean waste, but
school
you can
guy
build a
For
barricade
a
somewhere.
2. 2 cards because visibility.
This one?
Yeah, the grocery.
Okay, and you did equip the hammer?
I'm not. Yeah, to her.
Okay.
Doesn't matter.
Oh, it
You
doesn't
can
matter.
go
It's only
for it.
1.
You got
Yeah.
2 weapons?
That's
It's
fine.
not a weapon. It's
And
a
you're done?
baseball bat like a
Okay,
tool.
flip.
Oh,
Flipped.
Okay. Let's do
Oh,
there.
just happened.
Okay. Once per round, choose a survivor that shares a location with the survivor. If that survivor has no weapon cards attached, place 1 wound token on it. You can use this ability on a survivor. Oh, I can't use it on a survivor that has 2 or more wounds. God damn it.
Yeah, get out of here.
Well, forget that. Who should I put this on?
Oh, you should
Who am I
probably
sharing
take,
spots with?
should probably take a minute to think about it.
Who's this here? Is this him?
I don't know.
Teacher, take a wound on this guy. Please, thank you.
Hugo? Yeah.
She is going to attack for 4 higher, using a 6 here. And I kill 2 zombies instead of 1. And don't roll for exposure. I'll use my shotgun actually. 2, not rolling for exposure. And then I will kill 2 more. Wait, she's a 24. Who else is there? Little girl. 42.
17.
And you 17.
17.
Oh, 72. So she would die. So I'm going to do the other attack. Oh no, I'll just do whatever. Wait. No, I'm not going to do it. Okay. So then, 6.
You can build a barricade.
This guy. She will search again. And
No pressure.
she will search. It's a 6, so I can search at either 2 cards here. Yeah, let's do 2 cards.
So just search with one.
Did you add to the crisis? With
Oh,
that
once per
hammer?
round. Sorry, once per round is 2 cards there. Yeah,
How did you just do that?
Kaya
last
didn't.
search?
I did. Kyle
I
did.
know. No, he didn't have anything.
I didn't feel like doing it, you know?
Alright.
He didn't have.
What is it?
Tools, weapon, or gas.
School blueprints.
There's 2 ranches.
Holy Jesus.
That's not guy who did a search with a die of 1.
Hey,
Food.
you
No,
got
he
like
didn't.
5 seconds.
Yeah, but I don't have anything to put in there. I want to put. Oh yeah, I'll do bullets.
And
Oh.
Sure. So I'll hurt.
thanks, Kyle.
For what?
Not putting in card.
Okay. I think I'm good.
Alright.
Or actually food too. Why not?
Last second action.
Whatever. Still have more time. That's tons of time.
I feel like it's not moving.
No, it's going.
No, I don't think it is.
It is.
I really don't think it is.
Well, I'm just gonna keep doing actions. Nice sand timer there, plaid hat. Okay, now it's going through.
Okay.
Alright, we're good. Yeah,
It's
got
gotta get a
stuck
little
with like the
wiggle.
15 seconds left on it and got stuck. Alright, so in the waste pile, I just want to check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
And how much is in our waste? I think we're okay.
So if you,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
just-
7. Yeah.
you can play 1 card. If you play 2, it's at 10. We'll lose a morale. Otherwise, you spend a die to clear 3 cards. So keep that in mind.
All right.
I probably shouldn't have played the food in there right now, but
Mine did not happen.
I was panicked.
What?
Oh, did
Yeah.
this?
No, it didn't happen.
Okay. Alright, so now
Draw cards.
crisis card from Rillo.
Draw one.
Okay.
And
So-
you're first to move.
Not moving.
You're not moving.
Nope.
So they can't come into our compound, so do we leave it empty?
You could.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. You don't have to feed anybody. You don't have to put any new zombies. Seems cool.
This is not gonna happen though.
At some point, you want to request. Yeah, if you want to request an
Where
additional
should she
survivor,
go?
I may be able to help you. But you don't get the die for him until next round. You don't get to move them until next round, so it's going to be a person here. We're going to need 3 food this
I think
turn.
I could only
But that's
battle
fine. We have
here,
plenty of food. Only 2 rounds to go, so
'cause I can't battle the 2-on-1 with. But
so
she
you can
might,
request that.
she might die right
You
here.
can actually request it right now. Yes, you can request right now
Oh, she did.
during movement.
Yes, I can.
So this gets played right away.
Mm-hmm.
So we will take a helpless. No, I got helpless,
What? What is
and
happening?
you get a top survivor off the deck.
You're playing at Crossroads right now?
He is playing. He requested an outsider event card from me.
Oh, did he?
Yes, I told him I may have something to help him to get a survivor. So he's doing a request.
Well, my survivor just died in transit, so.
Okay, so that is not your leader, so it's a follower, just in case anything matters for
We're gonna
leaders.
I thought Crossroads had to happen at the end. Like, regardless.
It's not a crossroads.
Oh.
No, he
He,
just.
he requested a card,
Yeah.
so you can request any kind of card from
Oh, I
anybody.
see.
So he requested that, and I gave it to him. So we're gaming the system here. Yeah, buddy. So what does she do?
So
What's
I
your
wanna
CEO
know,
do?
can I have done this before I did
If
that?
she's the leader, after
What,
rolling
gasoline?
action
I
dice,
don't think I
you
could.
may
No.
increase
No.
the results
So she-
up to 2
so
dice by
bad.
1.
So do I just leave him there?
If she's the leader.
Oh wait,
Doesn't have to stay there.
yeah, he wouldn't be able to play the card. But if you request something, it has to be played right away.
Yeah.
So can you only request gas?
That's what I was thinking.
Oh,
When I read the
let's see
rules.
here. Request moving. Players may use a request action at any time during the move survivor steps. Other actions can still only be performed during the simultaneous action steps. And anything special on requesting?
No, it just says about playing it immediately.
Oh yeah,
But
then,
isn't
if it
that
doesn't
then-
say that different in here, yeah, seems legit. If we're wrong, leave it in the comments below. But it says you can do the request action.
So then, in the moving phase, you could request medicine to take a wound off before, but you can't play that.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
You don't have medicine, do you? That's fine.
Sorry, I don't have
No,
any
I have
for
my
you
own.
either.
I have my own medicine, but I didn't play it on my turn.
Ah,
That didn't happen on
I
my
see.
turn.
I see. That's cool. So there's options there. Okay, that's where we're playing it. But guys, watching this in the future, let us know in the comments
Leave it
below.
in there.
It says you can do the request
You don't
action.
have to. I probably wouldn't.
Yeah, it says other actions can only be performed during
I'm only hoping
simultaneous.
that maybe
so
we find a person.
whatever.
Doesn't have another
Alrighty
person.
then.
So who moved
Yeah,
last?
you could do that.
I
I'm
died.
not gonna move.
I
You
died
died.
moving.
You're not moving. Any
I'm
more
just
moves?
debating if I want to move my other guy
All right.
Yeah, why wouldn't you?
Action.
to where.
So what can we do if we go into their colony? Just for example,
Can't
I don't care right now,
influence
but
your decision. With that question.
like, does anything happen when you're at a colony and they're not there?
Yeah, you just
What?
zombies take
Yeah,
over.
Like, you
there's.
steal something, or that's only with that one girl's ability, right? Because there's no combat if you're
Yeah. Oh, if there's nobody there, no, I don't think anything happens.
But what was the thing about? There was something about like don't leave your colony open.
Yeah, to attack.
No, it wasn't in there. It was in.
Hold on. Combat at the enemy colony. After the colony combat phase, if there's at least one enemy survivor at a colony and no friendly survivors there, helpless survivors don't count. Immediately decrease the colony's morale by 1 for each enemy survivor at the colony, regardless of if a combat happened there this round or not. In other words, don't leave your colony unguarded.
It says enemy survivor.
Yeah. So if you move there
He
and
can't.
they have no one there, I was just saying.
Yeah. Which is why he was first to go. And he passed.
Yeah, that's fine. But I'm just saying, we need to know this. So if they leave it open, we can go there and we can knock their morale track down. That's another way we can win, by getting them to 0.
Yeah.
Okay.
We don't have to. We can also just control these and win in 2 rounds. So that's another way. But also
I
out
think
here, killing guys out here
so
helps knock
we
the morale down
should
and helps us
do-
win this condition.
Here.
Yeah, seems good.
And he does not roll for exposure,
Cool.
so he cannot die like my other girl.
Sweet. So your morale went down by 1 because you killed
no,
a survivor?
Forgot.
Cheaters.
Forgot.
Alright, so now we have higher morale. Yay! So we don't keep rolling dice like idiots. Alright. Okay.
Alright, die time?
Rolling our action dice.
No, we already did.
Yeah, we did already.
You already went. It's our turn.
Oh, I thought you said die time.
Yeah,
so
like actions.
Yeah,
Time
okay.
to use
Action
or
time.
die.
Okay. Let's go.
Did you get it? We
Oh my
only
god,
moved.
I just freaking
You
messed up
already
my
went.
things. Okay, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Oh god.
He's
You know
losing
what we're
it.
playing
Yeah.
here?
He's losing it. Okay.
Don't say die time then. It's
For
like player
us,
action
I'm so
turns.
sorry. I'm so sorry. Wrong turn.
Die time would be all of us rolling die or us all killing our survivors. That's
Sorry.
what die time would be to me.
Sorry.
Well,
Okay.
you can kill your survivors.
Time
Go
to
ahead.
die.
Go
Okay.
ahead.
So
So ready?
yeah, I'm ready.
Go.
So how many cards can I get? 3?
I don't know.
No.
With
While she's there,
Okay, I'm
all
gonna
other
search
friendly survivors
first.
that share a non-calling location keep 1 additional card when performing a search. Look at and keep 1 additional.
Yeah, so-
just take 2.
2.
Take 2 and keep them. Done.
I'm gonna search again.
That's it.
Alright.
Unless you want to make a noise there, you can look at 3 and keep 2.
I guess I can search one more time.
Do we need more medicine or? Yeah. No, we need an apple. So. I'll
Do it
set-
again. Take
yeah.
2 cards. It's not a once per turn action.
Are you adding to the crisis?
Yes, I am.
Yeah. Okay. Then I don't need to add another one. We're good here. We're good there. I searched 3 times. I'm done.
You have 2 minutes, Merlot.
Mm-hmm.
Should have used gas. Why did I not use gas?
Did you put 2 here?
I put 1.
Why
He
didn't-
did. He put 2.
Oh.
I was gonna put 2.
Why didn't you put? So we're only got 3.
He's gonna put 1. He told me. If he doesn't, then it's his fault. Actually.
Yeah, it only hurts the highest influence, I think, right? Oops. Shit.
Fine.
Kill 2 survivors at non-colony locations with the lowest influence. So 2 with the lowest influence out there in the wild right now.
Yeah.
Which are who?
Him. He's 17.
You're a 40. I'm a 75.
Lowest.
Here is a 24.
Yeah.
And 72, so that's not him. The old lady, she's a 69.
Yeah, it would be that one and that one.
Okay. I'm fine with that.
But he said he's got one. And he's not done playing. Is it bad?
Do you want to kill Kyle's guy?
What? What bad?
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
just funny.
Okay.
Hurry up, man. What are you doing?
I'm using this.
1 card put in there. Oh, this goes out here, actually.
Oh my god.
So give him a
Yeah.
survivor.
I'm
Oh, man. It's
Oh,
got
jeez.
Robocop.
How come they keep
That's
finding him?
awesome.
Where'd you find that? Just out of curiosity.
At the
Picks up
gas
like a
station.
Don't tell her. Keep going. She's confusing you.
No, I was curious.
And
He can still do an action here if you want to clean waste. Oh, you have no dice left. So gas,
need
weapon, or
fun
tool. So
survivor.
if you got junk, throw
Yeah,
junk
I'm
in.
just thinking.
Don't use gas, don't use a weapon, use junk. If you have
I
junk.
don't have it.
Alright. Whatever you don't care about. Only 2 rounds left. Bullets, yeah, that makes sense. That's what I did.
You read what that does, though, right?
What?
I'm dead.
That it adds 2 bullets to your bullet pile?
Yeah, which I've
Yeah,
done already before.
well,
I had 3 of them, so I was like,
And we
wow.
can't discard any cards right now, right?
No.
We have
1,
9.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can do 1 more and you're safe.
Yeah, I'm done. No.
Sure.
I mean, let's see how many food we have.
Food, we're gonna use 1, 2, 3, 4.
4. So yeah,
We'll still have 4 left for next round.
Playing like a totally.
That's fine if you do that.
Then
I'm just.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
are.
But we may need food for the
And our
next
game is
crisis.
sucky.
This is the game where you don't draw cards and you have little food and bullets.
Okay.
So that's it. Boom, it's done.
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh, we have no people.
Yeah.
Okay, start of the colony phase. An event.
Sure.
Right? We're done. Both players' turns have gone on each colony. Right? We're at colony phase?
Wait, no. Crossroads first.
Oh, sorry. Did the crossroads go off? Let's check.
This does.
Did you control a survivor at the enemy colony? No.
No.
Okay. That on the bottom.
If a survivor,
What's the title of the card?
leave my mother out of this.
Whoa!
If a survivor the player controls performs a search at the library, which you did, while pursuing the collapsed shelves of mold-covered literature, a colorful and somewhat offensive cover catches your eye. Captain Willie's Book of Zingers. You start flipping through the contents, and your father smelt of elderberries. Hey, these aren't half bad, and I know just the losers to try them out on.
Oh my god.
So you attach this card to the searching survivor. If the survivor is at a location where the enemy colony leader has just played the retreat tactics card in combat, you may choose to try and stop the retreat. Shout an insult and roll a die.
Screw you, pal!
Yeah, 4 or higher, cancel the retreat tactics cards. And there's other things if you actually go to the...
So, who did the search?
This guy.
Oh, obviously, your only guy.
My only guy.
Yeah.
So just attach it to him.
Yeah.
If this survivor's at a location where an enemy colony leader just played the retreat tactics card, you may choose to
Just
try to
mock
stop
you.
it. On a
Yeah.
4 or higher, cancel it. Otherwise, it proceeds as normal.
Just make sure you show the zinger.
Once per round, hold on.
I need to have one ready.
If the survivor is at the enemy colony once per round, you may spend 1 action die to shout an insult to turn a helpless survivor unruly.
I just go there and just F with them.
Yeah.
That's
That's
hilarious.
what I should do with my one guy.
Alright.
Show insults. It's
So I'm gonna play an event.
It's funny because he's like the drunk in the chair. So he's
Yours
just
did not go off. Yeah, yours didn't go off. Okay, he's playing in an event. That's probably going to screw us.
Yeah,
Go
whatever.
ahead.
A grenade!
Oh my
It's a
God.
weapon. Event. At the beginning of the colony phase, you may remove this card from the game to choose a non-colony location. You roll a die for each zombie and each survivor at this location. For every roll of 4 or higher, kill that zombie or wound that survivor.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Now, where should I go? That is split between us. He has no. Oh, he has 1 wound. He has 1 wound. Here is a tie. She has no wounds. He has no wounds. Here, she's almost dead, so I'm not doing it there. And there's both our guys. So I will do it at the grocery store.
Come on.
I think. Hold on.
I don't care about my groceries.
Did she only find junk?
What?
She only found junk at the grocery store?
Yep. Just some food.
There's no damn people at the grocery store?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Wait, she's got less influence, so he'll die first there. So I want that to overrun. So here, yeah, I'll do it here. So 1 for the zombie, 4 or higher. 4 or higher, zombie's gone.
You know it won't overrun though, right?
Well, not right away,
Oh,
but
okay.
like I don't want to remove zombies by accident. And 3, nothing happens to you. Whatever, I tried. Okay,
Where'd you throw the grenade from?
wherever I want.
From his colony.
From over here on our roof. Okay, so pay food.
Pay
so
food. We don't have to pay food. And we don't have to
1,
add
2,
zombies here.
3, 4 food. 4 food gone. Just put it aside. Whatever. Okay. Colony combat. Nothing here. Nothing there.
Nope.
1, 2, 3. Oh boy! We got throwdown.
Oh, you're the
Okay.
leader this time. You take care of
So
this.
both at 1.
Oh, I control my own guy now. Yes.
Both at 1. And oh, my guy has a weapon, so I'm actually at 2.
2 for them. Oh, wait. Oh, no. She doesn't. He doesn't have anything.
What are you gonna play, Rob?
Thinking I'm going all in.
Oh yeah.
Don't listen to him.
Yeah.
He's psyching you out.
All in's wicked.
Just don't do what I did.
I don't remember what you did. All right.
Right?
Yeah.
One go.
Surround. Cancels retreat, -1 to combat strength. +1 to combat strength.
Okay, so,
So
up,
we
1
go
down.
down, you go up.
Okay. Now roll this.
Nope, bullets first.
Sorry.
Oh, bullets first. You have how many?
lot.
8.
8 and...
You have 3.
And you still have another battle.
Who?
Here. Not here, not here. Okay.
Yeah, just here.
Wounds. Your guy, where are we? Oh, he has 1 wound. Your guy has 1 wound.
Yep.
Excellent. 3, 2, 1. I'll spend
Oh.
5.
3.
Knew it.
So we go up to 6. You go up to.
How many?
What'd you spend? 3.
3.
So 5.
Nice.
Now we roll. Give me some shots. Oh, one shot.
One hit. But you may have to take one here.
3 hits.
Oh, he's dead.
Goodbye, Justin
40.
Bieber.
So he would normally take the difference in damage and all that business, but since it's only 1-on-1, this guy is dead. You morale went down 1.
Yep.
Yeah.
Moment of silence for Hugo Valentine. All right. Next one is here. Combat
Oh,
cards
let's do it
again.
again.
What?
You gotta fight for me
What?
here. Try to keep me alive.
Oh.
75.
I'll get to draw another guy, so it's fine, but we can't overtake
So
them.
here we're starting out at.
1 I have.
I have only 1, so 1 and 1. 2 bullets. I have no bullets. Excellent.
No bullets are needed. Just sit in my chair and throw my insults at you. Get off my lawn.
He's going all in.
Ready? Yeah. All
You
right.
have +5?
So +3 to us, +5 to them, and then
No, you're at 6 because we had 1.
Oh yeah. We'll start with 1.
and each enemy survivor of this location immediately receives 1 wound.
Good call on that. Wow.
That's yours.
Now roll the die.
I thought you might play that, that's why I did it. I was like, I just wanted the extra plus.
Yeah.
Roll that now.
Oh,
No,
bullets.
we do the
still
bullets
do
first.
Oh, bullets. Well.
3, 2, 1.
Alright. Even.
Now the funny die
Oh
rolls.
my god, I could just die with this.
3 extra to our attack to 9,
1 zombie.
and 1 zombie comes there.
So
It's
I'm
9
gonna-
to 6, and put a zombie at the location, which doesn't go there because of the barricade.
Oh,
And
well, I'm
the
around
difference
it.
of 3 hits your dude, which he is dead.
He
down-
would have died anyways now. With
down
that.
1 morale.
Take that.
That's crazy.
So now I draw a card.
Hey, I was there at the library since the start of the game. You came to my hood.
No, I'm just saying it's crazy that.
Yeah, just based
The
on the die.
difference
The die
is-
roll is stupid
yeah.
stuff. In the future, that die roll thing, I don't know if I might rule that out because I do the optional Tides of Battle cards from Game of Thrones board game. I take those out because it's optional, and I don't like the randomness. But
So I drew because I had no characters left. Kevin Jackson. Anywhere once per round during your turn, you may kill 1 zombie or bandit at any location. Do not roll for exposure.
nice. What about your
So-
colony? Oh wait, you do this at the very, very end because it will affect your other stuff, right? Check waste.
Yeah. No, we're good.
We're
6.
good.
Yeah, I just drew it.
1,
right here.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, resolve crisis. We're good? Put it on the bottom, yeah? Or out of the game, whatever.
No.
Oh,
That's a new one.
Yeah, that's the new one.
so we have enough cards for the other one? And it was all good?
Yeah.
Oh,
exactly,
okay.
Yeah.
Add 2 bullets.
Yes, please.
And then add zombies.
No.
So here we are adding 1, 2,
So
3,
none go
4.
here.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4. So
2
one at
go
each
here.
entrance.
So only 1 though. 'Cause that will-
And then out here, nobody.
2 here
1 here, empty space.
and 1 here.
And 1 here,
One
empty
more.
space.
Okay.
Oh boy. Okay. checkmate objective doesn't matter. Round marker down to 1. So remember, when this moves next at the end of this next round, it goes to 0. That's when we do the total up and the game's done. Okay. Elect colony leader.
No.
Who do you want to go first? You're gonna go first, sure?
Are you sure you want
Yep.
me in?
Okay.
Wow.
It's falling apart
We
here.
have one character each.
Okay. I'll reveal the new crisis.
You can never control.
So it's 30 below. We need gas or tools for the number of players.
Oh god.
Skip and fail. You
That
skip
moves
the.
back too, right?
Listen, if we fail, you skip the move survivor step for all player turns in the next round.
Which is fine because we won't have
Yeah.
any.
That means everyone stays where they are.
Yeah.
Wow.
But we don't have another round.
Oh, in the next round.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
it's
we
good.
so.
So we don't even have to
So
worry
we
about
don't even need to do this, but you could add additional 2 to get an extra morale for each colony. Okay.
That will not help us.
All right.
Dice.
So rolling our action dice.
So you only get 2 die now.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh my
6,
God,
7.
look.
Oh, 6 and 5.
You have enough?
2
Did you?
and a 1.
Yes.
So how many are you rolling?
I'm rolling
I
5.
can
Okay.
do nothing.
And no abilities on yours to give you extra dice or anything?
No.
Oh, just. Oh, that's a low bunch of shit. Look at this, man. All 1s, 2s, and 3s.
Yeah, good.
That's what I got.
Awesome.
2 and a 1. Last
Okay,
round.
but then I do my lady's ability.
Yeah, whatever. Another die.
A 3. I'll change a 1 to a 3. Do you want to change your 2 to a 3? You can.
Yeah.
Can I?
No.
Can I?
Sorry, I don't have enough survivors to share, Kyle. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you jackass.
Who
Alright.
sorted those decks anyway?
Whatever. I just went crazy with the searches.
Yeah, so did
searched the
I.
shit
And I
too,
picked
man.
guys that start to search.
So did
like
I.
I went search heavy.
I searched.
Yeah, should the double
I searched
searcher.
6 cards at this location and found
then
nothing.
you started combat. You guys move into our shit to start fights. I don't-
No.
No,
I was at
kept
the
to
hospital
ourselves.
first, and he came.
Mr. Sitting on his ass came over to my library from his grocery store.
That was only
And
after
my
you.
politician with her walkie-talkie and map in her pocket decided to.
That was
Like
after
Smackdown.
you attacked at the hospital.
Yeah, I didn't
Mhm.
know that
You
first.
didn't like those.
Because I realized you guys had the first wound, so I needed to get as much medicine and protect the medicine as possible.
Oh, I have medicine, but when you get hit
Yeah.
on attacks, and then you don't have to move, you don't have a chance to use your medicine that's in your hand.
All right. So that's it. Player turns. So I'm gonna draw a crossroads card from Rillo.
Yeah, we draw a card.
Kyle, did you draw a crossroads card from Mel?
What? Oh, doesn't matter.
I don't even think I'm gonna move.
What the fuck?
We don't care about food anymore, right? Because that's the last round.
Well,
As long as we have enough to feed them at the end, because look, pay food is the first thing that happens.
Oh, okay.
So it goes in order.
what are your characters? I don't know.
I have Arthur Thurston, Nadia Rivers, Huang Fen, the Enforcer, and Jenny Clark.
George Fullman, Harmon Brooks, Bernadette Wilson, and Mark Johnson.
This
Alright.
only applies to Mel, though, right?
It depends on it. If it says if it's in the deck, yeah.
Hold on, man. So it says here, in this version, when interpreting card text, in play means belonging to people at your colony in play. In play belonging to your colony only. On the board means belonging to your colony and on the board. Any player means only players in your colony.
Yeah.
And any survivor means only survivors in your colony. So
So
it doesn't affect our shit at all.
So none of that text is on here, though.
That's why they in the rulebook are modifying it. It says when you read
We can
crossroads
read it
cards
after.
and secret objectives, you read it as this. So what does it say? In play, on the board, any player or survivor.
Just blank out the names.
Yeah, but it does not say any of those words. It says ability was used. It does not say a specific
Oh,
character.
that has to be me using an ability.
That's what I said.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
does
yeah.
only apply to you.
Yeah.
It says if blank
Where
ability was used.
Oh,
That's all it says.
No, it's only in your colony.
Yeah.
Unless stated otherwise when interpreting the card text for crossroad cards and secret objective cards, the card text is referring only to a player's colony or survivors of players or players belonging to that colony. It's not referring to both colonies jointly. For example, and the following. Okay.
Yeah. So
Sorry.
it's just
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So we got. I have less morale. So.
Oh, okay.
Do I go
So
first?
your first move.
I'm going to
Pay attention to Merlot.
stay.
You need to know. You need to watch what she does. You're just passing with your guy.
Yeah.
You're one guy. You're not moving.
No.
Okay, just check.
Okay, so
If we can get their morale down to 0, but there's a guy guarding with a sniper rifle, so I'm not going there.
Yeah. Don't come at me, bro.
You gotta come search, man. You guys gotta find survivors out here.
We only have one more round.
Does not
If
matter.
I leave, you just come in and you just fiddle.
That's true, and you can't move those survivors when you find them now
Yeah.
because they'll be stuck.
Yeah,
That's silly.
we're done. We lost.
No,
Good game.
Hey,
You still
Finish
have,
it.
you still have that, right? Doesn't it say you win
Roll
the
for
game?
explosion. What's his ability? This is a new guy. This is a new guy.
Yeah,
We
no, but
get-
he's
Oh, yeah,
adds
main
2
objective.
to combat strength in combat. Once per round,
can just
Marks
hope
may
that-
select one of his equipped weapons and has its once per round ability twice this round. So it's not related to.
Oh, okay. So any weapon he's holding. So for example,
Yeah, yeah.
if he had the shotgun, once per round, you can use it to kill 2 zombies and not roll for exposure. He'd get to trigger it twice.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
he's strong.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
why I sent him.
He's
over
Robocop.
there.
So our only luck
it's
is
full
He's
of
the
if
Halo
zombies.
guy. Is he
they
from Halo? Is
Yeah.
that what that is?
die moving.
So he takes 1 hit from rolling or from
And he's dead.
No.
yeah, not him.
And
Marcus Johnson.
Come on.
Remember, this counts as a tie.
she got a weapon. She's good.
No, if you're talking about control.
Yeah, so control at the end, Rillo. Like, now that we're in the last round, you want to just, like, yes, that gives them a point. If you go there, it takes a point away from them. But you going here also,
Oh, okay.
you know, or whatever.
That's
I'm just
true.
saying, just think about that when you're moving, because
Noise tokens.
control is the more friendly survivors at an enemy location, and a tie neither gets
Uh-huh.
it.
Yeah.
But if
Yeah.
So that's all I'm
you
saying.
get
You can still
one
go there
off,
if you think you can fight and kill
Yeah.
her.
Okay. She doesn't. I just want to keep searching.
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
good.
maybe you'll find something.
That's all your moves you're gonna do?
Yeah, that's it.
So,
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
You have
And then
3
just draw
people
another
sitting
one
at one
and get
place.
noise.
Like,
No,
one's
that-
mine.
Like, take
Oh.
both.
And that's
see
you,
which
right?
one you like,
Oh, I
and
saw
Maybe
Oh.
go somewhere different with him?
But you can only do one noise.
Because we already got this unlocked.
Kick her ass.
Yeah.
You'd hit an Asian woman with glasses?
Yes.
What is wrong with you?
Come on now. He only's got one character.
Okay, so you're done your moves?
Yes, I'm done.
Alright. So player turns in 3, 2, 1, go! And remember, she's only got 2 dice, she's gonna be fast. So go, really go. Remember your abilities, you're all your once per turn abilities.
Okay. Gonna
What are you
get
doing?
2 cards here.
You gonna shoot someone?
Remember to kill some zombies too.
Oh yeah, it's only zombies. Who cares?
Yeah, we're good. We got enough food.
Just mess them up. Search.
I can't search. I can't do anything.
Let's go to their base. Go to their
I
base.
can't move.
Do it. Why not?
Moving is over. Where have you been for the last like 4 rounds?
I'm gonna kill these zombies over here.
Alright,
So, once per round, when this survivor performs an attack, you choose zombies instead of 1.
Yep, kill 2 and don't roll for exposure. So you
Yeah.
spend a 3 or higher die to
I'm
do
just
that?
gonna do
Yes.
this because why not?
Okay, so
Kill
take 2 out of
one.
there.
I don't
Perfect.
roll for
Awesome.
exposure. And
how
I'll
do I-
build
how do I
a-
kick This Asian
I'll
from
clean
here.
waste in case you need to.
can't.
You can't.
I can't? Oh.
No, just wait till combat after all
We've been
this.
there, ass
Done.
No, it's just
You have 2 minutes.
Okay.
Those
I'm
are
good. I'm
Hey, out of
good.
the game.
1, 2, 3.
Kyle, I clean waste in case you need to put cards there for
Yeah, yeah.
anything. I don't know.
Sure.
Okay,
I have dice to
think,
clean
yeah,
waste,
I'm
okay.
gonna
Can you kill anything
yeah,
here?
I will.
'Cause I don't think
so
I
I
would-
have 5
Mm-hmm.
and survivor does not count towards the total number of survivors when placing zombies. Once per round, when the survivor performs an attack, do not roll for exposure. So yeah, I'm gonna attack 1. I'm attacking 2 and attacking 3.
Well, didn't you already use that person to attack?
You can,
You can do as
remember,
many
you
times
can
as
do as many
nice.
times as you want. Same
As long as they were the right number.
Yeah.
No, but doesn't it say once per round? Do not roll.
Oh!
Oh,
Does
yes.
it say once per round? So if your last 2
Uh,
attacks, you'd have to roll for exposure.
Yeah, once per round. Yeah,
Yes.
See?
So either don't do them, or you don't
No,
need
no.
to- you maybe do 1. No.
Roll.
No, don't do it.
Do it.
Don't do those last
Roll.
2.
He
Just
doesn't
put
know
them
what
there.
he's
Because
talking about. Just
the
roll.
barricade will block 1. Like 1 will go there, and then the barricade will block the other.
So you're putting 2 back and put your dice back.
Yeah, he did that.
Okay.
Okay.
So
We
we'll
have
just
about a minute.
search
Yeah.
here twice.
So you'll do 1 and then move a die. Like, because you might not want to search again after you see what you see.
Okay.
And food, we're good. We only need 1, 2, 3 with what's there, but I still can move. And any cards you want to play to do anything? Add any bullets to our supply?
How do we? No, I'm good. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Alright, so let's see if this happened. If Oscar Rios is in play and not XL. Anyone have Oscar Rios?
No.
Oscar Rios. Nope. Okay, that goes on the bottom.
That would have to be on your side. Anyways.
Yeah. I just, well, if he was out, then I know for sure.
Oh,
he's
did
not.
I do whatever the action was? I just.
Crossroad card cut.
I killed a zombie.
No, it was in reference to the old lady.
Oh.
That's
This
sucks.
chick. That's what
Okay.
it's,
Yeah, I know. That's what sucks with some of these. Is less often to happen, but it's all good. Okay. Player turns. So you go first,
I'm
Kyle.
gonna
Or
draw one.
oh yeah, you draw a card for me.
Thank you.
So Kyle, your move first, man.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Are you moving?
Are you moving?
Are you moving Lily
If
May?
you're removing, you can request.
Yeah, if you need
Assistance.
gas.
I have gas.
Okay. Just telling you. Don't
You-
die.
Yeah, but like, I don't even know where I'd go. Does it even matter?
Yeah, but you want to fight him?
But you can't play your gas right now. I don't think, right?
Yeah,
Why
you can
not?
to move.
Oh,
That's
it's a
the thing,
movement
yeah.
related card. When moving a survivor. But yeah, I don't care about moving.
Do you want?
Why would I even waste? Why would I bother?
No, I'm just telling you. Okay.
I am not moving my one character.
okay, so it passed. All right, I'll leave this guy here to fight some zombies, so we don't get overrun and killed and lose morale or anything. Lady here. We're in control here. We're in control here. We're in control here. Here we're not in control. It's a tie. So, how many cards do you have in hand? Can I request a gas? Do you have a gas so I can move the old lady? Okay.
Oh, that's too bad. We got gas on this side.
Can I have a gas? Anyone? I'm requesting gas?
No.
No? Okay. Just
No gas-
checking.
no
Just
gas for
checking.
you.
Alright. Can't move the old lady, but I have. Do I have anywhere where it's two of me? Oh, here I can move this lady. But she is one wound away from dying.
Do it. Do it. Do it. Come on, make the game fun. What do you keep looking up?
Random shit.
Just bored. I'm bored with this.
Well, it wouldn't matter. Even if she died,
Like
we're going out for
point.
morale, right? So, like, what I want to do is
That's
go
not what it
here,
says.
so for sure we got this on lock. It's really
Standard
overkill,
event
though.
card.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Do I care? Should
No,
I?
no, my character is strong, so I think we.
But all your, as long as you,
Where did
we
you
have
find
enough
this?
bullets or something to,
It's-
because you need to kill her to get her off of
Part of
there.
my-
Yeah, I know, but I
Win
have
condition.
+2 combat plus
Yeah, but like, when can I play?
a
You
switchblade.
play it on your next action.
Yeah, but that's only when you're spending
like,
actions.
you can't play
That doesn't
for
matter
that.
during the combat stuff. You
When
do have two,
dice, you could play it.
Yeah.
so he counts as
a
2 to 1
player
right now.
card.
All right, whatever.
Can
I'll
I
leave
play it
it.
in the move
Okay.
phase though?
No move. No
Why
move.
not?
So they would stay here.
No moves. I pass.
Before my move.
Pass it to moves.
Okay.
No.
So
Ready? Player actions. 3, 2,
You want to
1.
do it? You might
Go.
get an ability that might.
Alright.
E. Will clean waste.
You don't care?
1, 2,
Are you sure?
3.
We can feed them. That won't matter.
It doesn't matter.
You don't want to see what it was?
No.
Coffee. 2 more action dice.
All right. What are you gonna do with
Wow.
your?
Well, I'm
Hold
gonna
those for 3
search for 5.
Once per round.
Something if it's a weapon,
Elizabeth's-
attach
Yeah, I
it.
should have moved him to fight to give
Yeah.
her a damage.
If it is, then because
Here,
it'll be
he's
plus
gonna get
2.
two.
When do I do the
Oh,
thing?
it's junk. Never mind.
Keep
What is
2.
it?
Once per round,
This
you may
one?
reveal the top
Oh,
4
search.
cards from the item deck
With
at
him
the
for
survivor's
2.
location.
Now.
Search with him again for 2.
So you look at the top
So
4,
he
and
gets-
what do you get?
2
Oh.
with his ability.
reading.
2 with the school
I can
blueprints.
select one of the ones with that symbol.
If it's a gun, take the gun. It'll give
Medicine.
you a plus in the combat.
Can we
that you're
select a
gonna do.
revealed gun or equipment?
Medicine.
Shuffle remaining.
Any guns? Any guns?
1,
Nope.
2, 3,
Any
4,
equipment?
5, 6, 7,
No.
8, 9.
It's two
Okay.
foods, book, and a.
Alright. So shuffle them up.
Still good there.
But it's only once per round, right?
He's going to attack.
I'm still gonna search again.
3.
Yeah, that's fine.
One from there, one
Are
from
you sure
there.
you want to do
one
it just to
from
see? Maybe
here.
it'll give you some ability that'll let us do
Wow,
something.
1 zombie, 2 zombie, 3 zombies.
What's this
There's
win?
enough there, that's fine.
But I won't win because it'll mess up my win condition.
Okay.
You won't win anyways.
Search here.
So we don't get the main objective.
Oh.
She needs to
Now
search
you'll
on
have-
6 or
Then
higher.
we won't have enough food.
So? Does it matter?
Yeah,
What
because
do
then
you
we'll
mean
lose
do the
another
food
morale.
thing?
At the beginning. Pay food. Before check. The win condition.
Once per round when
Dude, I can't believe you were
attacking
sitting on that.
zombies.
Well, then do the 1.
Kill 2.
Save
Oh, this
that one in
thing.
your hand for your
Attack
ability.
is
Your...
four.
Well,
higher.
it's a helpless.
Yeah,
It's
no,
shy.
do
Kill
that one.
2, not rolling for
Are you gonna
exposure
play it?
using a shotgun.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
There.
Oh, but this will help my win condition.
Here, she needs to kill
Another one.
zombies.
I'm not gonna win it.
4
So
higher.
what do I
Yeah.
do with this guy? Where's he go?
So you
See
take.
doodle.
Oh god, you take this guy.
Where does this go?
Kill a
Out of
zombie
play.
that shares a location with the survivor you control. Don't roll for exposure.
He's like the biggest guy. I can't see him in the wheelchair.
Okay, just pretend he's there.
4,
Read what it- oh, here it is. What does it say?
9, 10.
And he enters play.
Three
And
waste.
they get a sergeant.
1,
Add
2,
3 bullets
3.
to the bullet supply.
There, see? And can we get 3 bullets, please?
But it doesn't.
What
It
for?
does help
What
us.
for?
When
For
he
this guy, Atticus Sanders, when he enters play.
Oh, that's cool.
add 3 bullets.
Crazy guy.
See?
Uh-oh.
He was
Fight's
hold-
gonna get crazy,
no,
man.
he was holding that for his win condition.
Oh, I
Instead of-
forgot all about that secret mission shit.
I needed to have 2 survivors in my hand.
Whoops.
Oh my god. I
Alright.
need stuff too.
Alright, so what do I do now? Nothing. I'm done.
Oh, then you're done.
Wait, am I done?
I don't know. Are you done?
Like, what's my free stuff?
Play cards.
Search the
Spend a
hospital.
food token? Do I want to spend a food token? Add more food?
3.
I need more food,
Sure
right?
gets.
No.
Looks at
We
3
gotta
cards.
feed them
1,
both.
2. 1 for
2.
2.
Oh,
3,
alright.
4.
We're
That's it. I'm done.
Done.
Unless I spend a fire.
Fire. What's a fire?
I'll kill a zombie at this location, can I?
We don't need to.
Why not? What's it gonna do in my hand? Does it matter? It's the only thing.
Are you? No, go ahead then.
No,
Use it.
I won't kill it.
I can't believe you're holding all this stuff.
So that's one search.
Are you done?
Yes, I'm done.
Alright.
I told you my win condition, which is
Yeah,
top
but
secret.
why do you hold on to win condition while we're gonna lose? We're sitting here with 1 character
Because
each,
of-
and you got outsiders in your hand. I'm searching away for these damn characters that you're holding in your hand.
Things turned around. I needed to be ready. You know how hard it was to find that card?
Spend
You
a
can't
food.
turn around when you're behind.
Increase this to a
Oh,
4.
man.
What do we need? 3 food there. Spend another food. Increase this to a 5. Food here. Get a food back. Spend a food. Increase this to a 6. So I can search with grandma. Yes. Does she need 6 or higher to search?
We have no 6s left.
I just made a
You
6
need a
by
6.
spending so much food to increase my die.
Yeah, tell me more about it.
Suck it.
Spend a minute
Try to
telling
waste
me.
your time. Oh, it stopped again.
Oh, come on.
Oh shit. Wrong food. That food.
We got other ones upstairs.
Wrong food. Wrong
Yeah,
food.
take 20
All right.
seconds.
I think I'm good, but I can search one more time or kill anywhere I need to kill zombies that I'm at. Nope, 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 nope. Oh,
Sure. Yeah.
nope. He needs a 4 to attack, so that's not happening. So I will just search at with a 3, so it can be the dude. Yeah, do 2 cards. Nope, I already did that. I already did that.
Did you
I
search
think I
at
did
the
both.
grocery store?
I don't know what the hell I did.
No.
No.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
switched.
I did.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
did?
And then I took the top 4 cards.
All right, we'll search the hospital. Okay.
But it won't matter if he did it. It only matter if he did it.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Good for food.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
We're good
It
for
could be
waste.
all, if any player.
I guess.
6, 7, 8. 8's in the waste pile.
Yeah, we're good for
Yeah, we're good for bullets.
Yeah, we're on a clean ship over here.
I
you
know.
It's nice and tidy. Low on the people, low on the waste, low on
Yeah.
the morale.
Okay. Done.
Nobody wants to come to ours.
Done. Plenty of time. Alright.
Oh my god.
Okay. Start of the colony phase.
Ding, ding, ding.
Oh, did the crossroads happen?
It did happen.
Safecracker. If a survivor the player controls perform a search action at the grocery store or hospital, which I just did. I did it twice.
I did that too.
Oh, I think yours.
Here we go. Safecracker. You look up at the face of the heavy metal safe that protrudes from the ceiling above. You can only imagine what caused the thing to fall through like that. Standing on a chair, you're able to reach the combination lock, but what chance do you have of guessing the combination? Option 1, you give it a go. You roll 3 dice. If any of the dice rolled can be added up to a total 7, you've picked the lock. Take the top item card off 3 different locations of your choice. Whether you succeed or fail, your attempt takes a lot of time, and you only barely escape from the dead by that wander by. Add a zombie to the survivor's location, and then roll for exposure for the survivor. It's pointless endeavor. You leave the safe alone and nothing happens. So I roll for 3 dice.
This one only applies to you, right? Doesn't apply to me.
This only applies to him.
Yeah. So if any of the dice rolled can be added up to a total of 7, you pick the lock out of 3 dice. So that's to be like. It sounds like fun, but it could kill that survivor.
Who cares?
Oh, you're
But
rolled
it's
at
still
5.
fine, and we got that location
Do
unlocked.
it for the video.
Let's do it. We're trying to crack the safe. Rolling 3.
You know, hit 7
They,
total.
2. I have to be able to add up to 7 with at least them, whatever, 2 or 3 of
Okay.
them. I don't think I get 7 on a 1/6 die. I don't think. Let's try.
No, but you can.
What are you talking about?
What? You just discard the 6?
He doesn't even need it.
Yeah, as long as I can make a 7 out of some of the die, right?
Yeah.
Take the top 3 off a different location of my choice.
That one's freshly shuffled.
Now, hospital blueprints, finally. Alright. Okay, I'm good. But then something else happens. Then I roll for exposure. Oh, and a zombie gets added. Exposure die. Nothing. We're good. Okay. Yours happened?
Yeah. I think so. If the player controls a survivor at a non-colony location and George Coleman is in the survivor deck. Nobody has George Coleman, right?
No, I have it.
Okay, then never mind. Sorry. It did not happen.
George Cole.
Good job, Merlot.
It's fine. It just would have
Way to
gave us.
block it.
It just would have gave us George Coleman.
Oh, okay.
Damn it.
That's
A
it.
little too late. Alright.
Yep.
Pay food. Whoops.
Pay food.
Free food.
1. Add zombies.
And zombies.
Oh no. Pay food then colony combat. Sorry.
Oh, colony combat.
Sorry.
Super important.
It's just habit.
Just the one, right?
Sorry.
Just the one.
Just here, right?
Yeah, just the one combat.
Wait, you're doing it.
Oh, I'm doing. Oh god.
So right now the total is you have a weapon, so you're at 2, and you don't have a weapon, or you do have a weapon?
She's fighting.
No, you're fighting. I'm.
Yeah, it's right here, man. It's RoboCop versus
I got a hammer
Lily May.
and a metal detector.
Choose one. So right now it's 2 to 1.
I got 2 weapons.
Pick a
man.
card.
No, those aren't weapons.
Slap your
Like
ass
a
with
gun.
Your leader and your leader pick the cards.
A hammer's not a weapon?
Not by the counts of the card.
Let them combat. Dun dun dun.
I'll win.
You say that every time.
Yeah, he never goes all in. Getting in his head, getting in her head.
Maybe I am all in this time. Who knows?
I smell a retreat.
All in. 3 and 3 on both sides. Add them up. 5 and a 4. 2 bullets. 2. Obviously, why not spend all 5 bullets?
5 bullets.
Your guy's gonna die, buddy. Or maybe not. Spend them all.
It's fine.
Bet them all. 3, 2, 1. Reveal. What?
Plus 5 to us.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh. Secret objective is probably like have more bullets than the other guys.
Oh, whatever. You're gonna win
Sick.
anyways.
Sick! Yes, Rillo! For the good of the cause.
What?
Alright, so roll our combat die.
2 zombies.
Uh-oh. But that's 2 barricades.
Yeah.
Or 1 barricade and then 1 zombie, right?
Yep. And then he'll roll and
What do we got?
One shot.
One-
direct shot.
so 1 wound.
Take a
2.
damage onto Lily May.
All right, and then your guy takes 4 hits and he is dead.
He's dead.
Yes.
And we go down 1 morale.
We control location.
And put RoboCop
Woo!
RoboCop
Yes!
came out for one round, made an appearance, and he died to.
No, you moved your morale up. P.S.
Yeah, get
Oh,
out.
sorry.
Down.
Come on.
I keep looking over at yours and thinking like down is this way.
She did.
Damn it, they got me.
That's good. It's over anyways.
He's here.
Cute.
Oh, yeah, do it proper. Okay.
It's like
So
Dragon
next
Race now.
is Resolve Crisis. So it doesn't matter because it affects next round, which doesn't matter right now. Add 2 bullets.
Thank you.
Then we add zombies. This may
We
matter. It may
one-
kill some people. Zombie. So we're adding 1,
Don't we have
2,
Don't we have 2 because
3.
Oh, no.
No, same as food.
and
2
one.
zombies here.
And barricade.
1 zombie here.
Barricade.
Nothing here?
No, there's no zombie. Oh yeah, 2 there.
2, right?
Yeah, 2. Sorry, and 1 here.
Okay, and then check the main objective. So the victory condition is control the most non-colony locations when the round marker moves to 0. So it's happening right now. Round marker moves to 0. So non-colony locations is our colony, your colony, our colony, our colony, our colony, our colony. So 5 to 1.
Rub it in.
Just saying. And no enemies
Good
around.
thing that was my win condition.
Nice. So actually, we are going to look at that though. So I'll start us off here. So
Yeah.
I had the Explorer secret objective card. I win the game if all the following is true. The main objective was completed, which it was. So I got that. 2, you have at least 4 item cards in your hand from each of the different locations. I didn't know that crossroad was coming. But that's why I panicked at the end there and spent the food to raise my die because I didn't have anyone who could search at the proper location. So it's a good thing I have my guys spread out because all I was sitting on was 2 schools. But I did end up searching the other decks and got lucky and didn't hit any random items. But I do have 1 from the police station, 1 from the gas station, hospital, school, grocery store, library. But all because that crossroad fed me. But when I looked at my hand, I was like, oh crap, I forgot all about my objective till that last minute and only had 2 dice left or 1 dice left. So I just did what I had to do and got it. So I win. I won myself. I won. How did you do, Merlo?
Yeah, the first one was
Obviously, yeah.
complete the game, and the second was you have at least 1 guest card in your hand for each survivor you control. I was expecting to get it like another.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
You have 3 gas cards?
Yes, I do.
That's
and
why you kept saying you didn't have gas. I knew it. I knew it.
Yeah.
I was like, man, you've been sitting there all game. I even helped you search extra cards when you said you didn't have any. I was just like,
Did you
That's-
have 1 more if that guy didn't die?
No.
No.
oh,
That's why. That's why I
Thanks.
killed him.
Oh, that's awesome. So that's why you bet no
I was
bullets.
like,
I
oh,
knew it was
shit.
for some reason.
Yeah.
So that's why you stayed there too. I was like, why stay there? You could risk dying. But then it's like, I get it now.
And that's
you need
why I
someone to
was
die.
all in, just you know.
That's hilarious. Well played. All right, so what do you got, Mel?
Well, I did not get the
You have
main
the
objective.
Ultimate Survivor?
Yeah, the ultimate survivor. And at least 1 survivor you control has 3 or more item cards equipped to them.
Well, I did that one. So, like, am I good?
No,
I
that was
got
not
that
your
achieved.
objective. That was
I have
not-
goggles, brass knuckles, and blueprints on the principal over here. I got 2 attachments on this
I was
one.
just trying to keep my characters alive.
All right, what do you got, Kyle, for your secret objective?
So I had found, which was to have 2 survivor cards in your hand.
So he was hoarding them
I
as
had
we are
one.
dying.
I had 1.
That's why you guys had
I
nothing.
only had
Yeah.
1.
So you didn't even get it.
And then I picked up a second one just the last thing, just that last round, but it didn't matter, so.
Yes.
After I got those first survivors out, I kept looking at so many cards and taking so many cards. I saw so many outsiders and just kept putting them on the bottoms of the deck. After that, I was like, I don't need it anymore. I don't even like feeding these mouths over here. But
we just needed like 2 more because we can't control, like take over control when we have 2 characters and you have together you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 characters against 2. Like we could never control
True.
enough locations.
All right, so the Long Night Colony over
Yeah.
here, we got it.
There we go.
All right, so that is Warring Colonies. My thoughts on it are that's pretty sick. I can see it getting pretty crazy when you add more players to it, which I'm excited to try. I'm excited to add the Lone Wolf module in to have an uneven player where he's messing around with everyone trying to do his own missions and stuff. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
I wish we got to see combat happening at the colonies. I didn't realize for the first couple rounds that it moved morale down. I was trying to think what it did to go there if your guy's not there, if there's no fight that happens. But then I realized it wouldn't move morale down, so it's actually pretty sick.
I think had we had more characters, we may have done that, but
Yeah.
we didn't have.
I just wanted to focus out here. I thought either I focus here or I try to go there, but then that's risky. If you stay there, then we fight, I lose guys, and then I don't have guys out here. And I just thought, search, search, search. If we can get more weapons than the enemy, more medicine than the enemy, we will survive combats. We will keep our guys alive. And my whole idea was just to try to take you guys down a notch and eventually like kill your guys out here. That's how I focus. But I do like it. I like the options. This was a cool mission. There are 4 other whatever main objectives that I'm excited to try and try with more players. Well, this is cool. Adding in the contents of survivors from 2 different games. crazy variants. Like every time you play it, you would see like probably a lot of not even the same survivors. You're supposed to mix in a bunch of crossroads. You can make this deck like 3 times as tall, so it's like new stuff all the time. We kept it just the stuff from Warring Colonies, so just to see that stuff. Crisis cards same, but you can mix in way more stuff. The item decks, having 5 random cards mixed in from a 43 deck, so you're only using 25 of those cards every time. You're going to see different stuff there. And obviously the setup, having zombies and barricades, was different than maybe the other missions are, so that would be a little different. But this whole team variant, I could see if you played Dead of Winter a lot, you may see the same crossroads, you may see the same characters, but a single core set of Dead of Winter has so much variance in it. Then when you add the second standalone core set, you start adding modules in, you have so much game there, like you don't even need to buy other board games. You could play the 2 Dead of Winter core sets for like a year, mash them together, have so many characters, so many crossroads, so many crises. It just never ends. And this just adds even more to that, but it's only best if you can find 4 or more players and battle it out with some players that know what they're doing is the one downside. I can't see this as being an entry point for the game. I would definitely recommend getting the other Dead of Winters. Of course, you need them to even look at this. You need at least one of those. But I recommend, you definitely need both to get this Warring Colonies thing going. So you can't just have 2 Dead of Winters or 2 Long Nights. You need to have one of each, because then you wouldn't have the variety of characters and all the cards you need in the boards. And well, you'd have 2 boards, but they mix stuff from both. So I just think for more variants, you get them all. But it's a little pricey buying 2 games and then this just to play this variant. I just think this is if you already like Dead of Winter and you've already played it a lot and you've played the other one a lot. They've been out for a couple of years. And this is a way to spice it up and turns it into basically a brand new board game.
Yeah, it makes it a little bit competitive as well. Instead of more
big
co-op,
competitive.
Right?
There's no betrayer. This is just a combat. Like, it uses some of the Dead of Winter mechanics, but now you're fighting each other. So it has that player versus player element versus the computer, like the game or whatever.
Yeah.
So the game is still here in the decks and stuff.
Yeah.
But
and there's still the management of
oh, man.
your own colony, trying to see what the other colony's doing, but you have no idea.
yeah. And I like the movement thing. Kind of weird because I'm used to the other.
It makes sense though, as we've seen it. Though.
Yeah, I just don't like the way you find outsiders. You get locked. They're at the colony. You can't move them until the next round. So it's kind of weird that way. I'm used to the other Dead of Winters to moving, searching, then moving another guy, then searching, whatever. Being a little more flexible. So it's kind of cool the way it locks you. So it's like a little game of chess. Like each taking turns moving, and then like that kind of opens up what you're going to do on your turn. It kind of makes it faster because when you're moving your guys around, you're already thinking about why am I moving there? What am I doing? So I like the sand timer. I like the simultaneous actions. I like the taking turns moving because I think it makes the game go much faster than you think it would go using 2 board games fighting each other. But I don't know what it would be like playing more players. I'm excited to try that out. Merlo, what do you think about the game?
It's pretty sick. And
You never played Dead of Winter before.
Yeah,
What do you think?
Time, like, just
yeah, I really like the way that you have like a second
Objective, like your secret
mission,
objective?
yeah, outside the board,
Yep.
the board game.
And nobody knows what you're doing.
Yes, and you gotta think fast, and with all the countdown, like you gotta act fast. It's pretty nice.
Cool. And Kyle, what do you think of the game?
Yeah, the combat, I feel really attached to these characters, and not always being able to fight for them was kind of like a
Yeah,
little
that's
bit
weird.
downside, but
Yeah.
But that's where electing your leader, obviously in a
Yeah.
4-player game, that's a little
Yeah,
awkward.
yeah.
But if you had 3 or more players, like, you'd be like, all right, who wants to run combat this turn? Because it matters. And if you find one guy in your colony is maybe better at doing this combat stuff and manages the bullets properly and all that, maybe that's your player every time who's your leader.
Yeah.
You just keep electing the same person.
Yeah.
But obviously, if you don't want to elect them, you just stay quiet and then 3, 2, 1 and just point at the other guy and like, awkward. We don't want you to be leader anymore. But yeah, that's the only weird thing. A 4-player game, the elect leader thing's a little weird. Mel, any thoughts?
Yeah, I really like it. I think it adds so much to the game that we already liked. I like the simultaneous actions. I just think that's so interesting. It's rare in games. Like, it's always, okay, I sit here, you go,
Yeah. It's a
It's
little awkward for video
that's
production.
what I was gonna say.
And I'm sorry, guys, during that when we're all talking at the same time. I know that's tough for video. Maybe for special rules next time we do video, maybe it's one at a time, but then you lose that whole exciting aspect of flipping the timer. Maybe there is a variant in the back actually that is just do the quick play where you literally just start the timer and you have to do all your actions in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So if you want to speed up the game even more, you just go, boom, you guys have 2 minutes, go.
There's a big like trust element too, because it's like making sure that you
Yep.
guys are reading your cards properly, because we don't have any oversight over that, because everything's
Which
happening
they
at the
will
same
see.
time.
I messed up a few times where like I did a search and then I was like, oh, I didn't even spend a die for that. Like shit, and I did, and then like, or I'm doing my once turn ability twice. Like a couple of us did that, screwed that up. But it's like it's just that pressure. Like Dead of Winter, you have to do things in a certain order and make sure you don't miss anything. But it's like it messes around with that. So it does. Yes, the pressure's on, but that also is a chance for making mistakes, play wise or rule wise. But yeah, that's cool. I like this game. Sorry if we messed anything up. Like I said, this was us playing for the first time with this expansion. We were learning just today. We just got it yesterday. Did the unboxing. But we will go back, read the rules, maybe look online. Some other people have played it. Read some FAQs. See what you guys are saying. Leave in the comments below if you have any questions or you think we messed up any rules, and we can sort that out for our next video playthrough. But we will try to do another playthrough with at least a 5th player to try to do the Lone Wolf to get the video of that. But then again, in the future, I want to do it with more players, and by then, hopefully, we have played it a few more times, maybe off camera, and really lock down the rules.
I think we should try to go through all the missions too.
And yeah, we should try to play all of the quests or the main objectives or whatever. But yeah, that's Dead of Winter Warring Colonies, the expansion to the original Dead of Winter Crossroads and or the Dead of Winter Long Night. And yeah, any questions, leave them in the comments below, guys. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit that little notification button beside the subscribe button so you get notified every time we post a new video, like our next Dead of Winter videos, or if we go live doing them, which we may do. We do that sometimes, where we do live playthroughs and we work with you guys. You guys give us ideas, ask questions during the live stream, and we can kind of play together and have some fun. So subscribe for that, hit that notification button, hit the like button if you like these Dead of Winter videos so you can see more of them and help other people find them and find this awesome game. And yeah, if you want to support the channel, help us out, improve equipment, buy more games, that kind of thing, donate on patreon.com. The link's in the description below. And of course, thanks to Asmodee North America / Plaid Hat Games for sending us this copy of Dead of Winter Warring Colonies to play for you guys on the channel and give your thoughts and unbox it and all that kind of stuff. So look for more of this to come, and yeah, stay tuned. Thanks all for watching. Bye.
Bye.